West. Welcome to Damu Kiwe Conversations. Today, we got the content. We need y'all to come up on YouTube and hit that live, share it, tell a friend. You up in here with Diamond and Deuce Sims from Brim. We got the content, man. Wack100 conspiracy to commit voidable transactions. It's paperwork. I got to work. When I say I got to work, I got to work. Shout out to the whole team on Clubhouse. Everybody that's already here, they in here. We've been turning up. Shout out to my bro Bomani. What's up? Shout out to Pacoima. We got Big Messy in this motherfucker. What's up, soldier? What's up, young soldier? We got the homie G-Mac from Pacoima. Shout out to my nigga D Slim. We got Usual Johnson. Salute Usual JG. The homie Fox. New York is in the building. The Making of a Man TV, my nigga Rich. We got TD in the building. I'm just saying, my nigga, we was here early. We got a Valley boy down in the back at the bottom. Come on up and kick it with the homies. You know what I'm saying? We're going to invite you up. But just so y'all know, we checked out a female. Her name is Hennessay, right? So she spelled it like Hennessay, Essay. You know what I'm saying? And she went in. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can't validate the credibility because we had already been on it. She beat me to the punch, man. Everybody come in and hit that like button. Salute in the chat. But she beat me to the punch. I've been on the courts in Santa Monica where the case is being adjudicated today, trying to get to transcripts because I already knew that CS2 Back had testified in the game civil trial for sexual battery. Serious allegations he didn't take serious and didn't go defend his name, and they found they held a judgment against him, default judgment of $7 million. So the girl, the sister who alleges that she was sexually battered, he put his hands up her thing. She didn't have on no panties. She was on the show trying to be with him for the love of game or the game, something, right? Some reality show, whatever that he did for some money. However, it went after the judgment, Wack100 went to testify. We're looking at Santa Monica courts and come to find out if what the sister's saying is true. These transcripts and Wack's testimony was in Illinois. You know what I'm saying? So we missed it by an inch, but I think that this is congruent with it. Not 100% sure, but we're still going to react to our video today and the content therein. We got the content. Yael ain't tapped in yet, but he should be on his way. Before we get started, we like to shout out our corporate sponsors. Shout out to United Color Wraps. United Color Wraps, we got various flavors. The women love the banana, so if you want the women to smoke with you, make sure you get that banana flavor. But we got cherry, we got blueberry, we got yay area, right? And a variety of other flavors, non-tobacco. And then for everybody else, I hope that y'all already subscribed. If not yet, go to uniquemusic.com. That's UNEEK music.com. That's the new app that's being renovated right now where we'll be migrating. For independent artists, if you're on Clubhouse, I just put the link at the top. You can hit that link, go register. It's going to have, you can go see who already on there. We got some stars on there. Hey, Monica, I heard she liked them thug niggas. Damu Kiwe conversations. You know what I'm saying? She on there. You got Corrupt. You got Tiny Draws. You got people already on there, but it's steadily getting renovations, adding games you could play. Independent artists, you could go on there, distribute your music for free of no charge on all major platforms, just as if you was getting distribution through Empire, because that's who helped set that up for the app. It's network opportunities, and if you're on Clubhouse and you wish that you could sometime see who these people is you talking to while they live in action, not just a picture, well, we got something for that too. You can video chat in a group, which is like a room on Clubhouse with unlimited amount of people in there. You can mute everybody else when you're running the content. And you video chatting everybody, you able to see everybody, even those that are muted up and aren't talking. So everybody, make sure you go register on United Color on uniquemusic.com. They got games on there. You can play card games, domino, chess, and a bunch of others. It'll be tournaments. There's incentives for you being on there. Just be like people be on Clubhouse all day. They ain't getting paid a cent. Even the content creators, Clubhouse doesn't pay. Well, you're incentivized for being on that app, and you'll get a certain amount of points, which amounts to cryptocurrency and being paid just for being on that app. They already active in the chat. Let's get up on YouTube. Can I post? Oh boy, salute to you, man. Let's get it. 004 hashtag ETE. Y'all already know that's what we do. Expose the exposers. Salute, salute, salute. My boy RDL, I see you. Salute Deuce M, y'all in the chat. Y'all hit that MF like button for sure. Hit that like button. Tell a friend. We got the content. Megan Davis, salute, salute. Leslie, good evening, ladies and gents. Salute, thank you. Good evening. You know what I'm saying? Bless, salute. Boss Talk. We got Boss Talk podcast in this. Salute to you. Love your work. We got my brother Smoked Out TV. He in the building. Salute, salute.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying? Today, while Yael ain't here until he get here, because he handling his business, we got his back. All he got to do is watch his front. We got the sniper in the building. Shout out to my brother Diamond. What's up, Diamond?
Man, long range, man.
Long range sniper.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Well, I hope you got your scope out, because we got somebody in peripheral. And on top of that, we got the Kiwe pop star right on time. Fashionable interest. What's happening?
Damu Kiwe conversations. Man, you already know what it is, man. I seen this content. I'm like, damn, work gonna have to hold off just for a little while longer, because this content is getting a whole lot stronger, man. You feel me? I'm like, wait a minute.
It's getting strong, man. Strong and long. This gonna be a long one, man. So hit that
Diddy.
Like. No Diddy. Definitely no Diddy. But it's definitely extensive. We're gonna get into some of the paperwork, as well as the audio from the sister Hennessay. But salute to Josh Jones. He say salute from Stone Mountain, Georgia. My boy Deuce and y'all, salute to you, King.
Man, salute,
Peace
brother, salute.
Monique Hill here. What's up, Monique?
Hey, Mo Hill, what's the deal?
Even if you got, shout out Can I Post, even if you got 3 fingers and CS2's back, you still have to free to hit, you still have to free to hit the like button. I didn't get the context of what he meant, but he meant hit that like button, so I agree with that part. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this content ready. Yael, we already saluted sponsors. Michael Mevins, salute. You know what I'm saying? He say, do Sim, what's the biz? We gonna get into this content, and because I said it's expensive and I don't want to do too much talking. Diamond, y'all want to say something while I'm getting the content?
Diamond, go ahead and take the flow, brother.
Hey.
Man, salute, brother.
And once again, let's give a shout out to the girl Henny for some good journalism. You know what I'm saying? Digging up this paperwork on these squares, man. You know. Giving more content to
shout
the
out
content.
NA, the sister. I love your channel. I see a lot of interactions with the queens, and y'all represent y'all interests. Well, we just believe that there's a bridge that needs to be built where y'all interests and our interests meet up, just like they do in our community. We'll love to for you to tap in and get to know more about you, what you do, and bring that to the world, not just this content. But here goes an article that kind of sums up what we finna get into. Let's get active in the chat. Hashtag ETE. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. Y'all can see that, y'all?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
All right, Church of Christ. What's up, family? Salute. So it say the game may lose, West Coast rapper The Game may lose $2.8 million mansion to pay off massive $7 million debt to victim. This was published by Nicole Duncan Smith, July 12th, 2024. So this is recent, man. So former reality star Priscilla Rainey's relentless pursuit of justice against The Game, whose real name is Jayceon Taylor, has entered another intense phase. This current legal battle, stemming from a sexual battery lawsuit filed in 2015, continues to show Rainey pushing forward to collect the $7 million judgment awarded to her by a jury in 2016 that still has not been paid by the West Coast rapper. Legal maneuvers and property seizures. According to court documents obtained by All Hip Hop, can somebody pull up B more? By All Hip Hop, Rainey has recently served The Game and his manager Wack100’s, with a better known as CS2 Back himself, Three Finger Wack himself, with a notice of levy and a writ of execution. These actions are part of her efforts to seize The Game's assets, including targeting a house in Calabasas, California. Rainey claims The Game transferred the deed of this property to Wack100’s to avoid seizure. Both men were served at the same address. So, before we even get into any more, how you got another nigga holding your money and transferring your equitable property and businesses to another man? You didn't have family members you trust, real true friends. Like, I don't know. It just sounds greasy off the gate. In her pursuit, Rainey also subpoenaed The Game's children's school district for proof of residence and attendance records, highlighting her determination to uncover any assets that could satisfy the judgment. The mansion is allegedly worth $2.8 million. One way that she has partially satisfied the judgment was by seizing his music publishing and record label assets, but a large sum remains, and she believes the One Blood recording artist has created obstacles to avoid paying what's due. Rainey has only received $500,000 on a $7 million judgment. Atlanta Black Star has reported that. To date, after years of multi-state litigation to discover and execute on Taylor's assets, Rainey has collected approximately $500,000 on a $7,130,100 judgment, which is exclusive of interest and costs. Read one motion to the court. There's a whole lot of reading. Let's take a swig of this water. Damu Kiwe conversation. So, no one needs guess about The Game and Jones' intent not to pay the judgment owed by The Game to Rainey, as they have made it abundantly clear in various social media posts that they never intend to pay a dime to Rainey on her judgment. The origins of the lawsuit. Rainey, who appeared on The Game's VH1 reality show She's Got Game, filed the lawsuit in 2015, accusing the rapper of sexual battery, according to court documents. The jury sided with Rainey, awarding her roughly $7 million in damages. Despite the judgment, the game has consistently claimed he would not pay the debt, expressing his defiance on social media. In 2016 Instagram post, the game vehemently denied the accusations, stating, "Don't be fooled by these accusations or the dollar amount in the headlines, because I put that on my favorite auntie's poodle. This broad ain't getting shh." He further alleged that Rainey's lawsuit was the result of her being removed from the show and claimed she sought his attention throughout his filming. Even in his battles with the court, the presiding judge blasted him for playing games with the court's time. The Compton native kept delaying his appearance in court, leading the court to write in November 2016, after it clocked his social media, from what it looks like, Taylor was out partying. And the fact that he was out partying on a Sunday night and early Monday morning, that's very odd for somebody with a trial in Chicago at 9:30 in the morning on Monday morning, adding to the frustration. I've never had a case, and I've tried maybe 36 cases over here. I've never had a case where a party did not appear for his or her own trial, whether plaintiffs or defendants. Later on during the same week, the drug issued another statement regarding the tactics that the game used to not come to court, calling it a ruse. The current lawsuits. An appeals court denied the game's request for a new trial, prompting Priscilla Rainey to file another lawsuit over his refusal to pay the $7 million judgment. In 2023, court documents submitted to the Los Angeles Superior Court accused the game of setting up shell companies to dodge the original judgment. Both Rainey and the game's manager, Wack100’s, testified at a December 13 hearing, though the game was notably absent. Rainey alleged that the game and his manager, Easy Cash App Jones, you know what I'm saying, aka Three Finger Back CS2, use entities like Fifth Amendment Entertainment, JTT Holdings. So just so y'all know, JTT Holdings is Jayceon Terrell Taylor Holdings, right? F12 and Associates, and Pass Go to Win LLC to avoid paying the awarded sum. Her complaint claimed the game stepped down as manager of JTT Holdings, transferring control to Wack100 to protect his earnings. Wack denied the allegations, asserting that the home was transferred as repayment for a debt the game owed him. Rainey's new lawsuit seeks to prove the manager and artists are purposely misleading the court. Disrespect to the court. The game's multiple no-shows at court, including the day the judge gave his verdict, ultimately cost him the $7 million judgment in the first place. Still, the hated or loved rapper thumbed his nose at the court and his accuser. People out here dying from the Rona and blogs, out here creating false narratives for this Waffle House roach who doing anything her thirsty ass can to try and take money from you. He wrote on Instagram in 2020. I'm enjoying retirement. Y'all been saying she got $7 million for 7 years, and yet here I am, laid up tipsy on my 5th quarantine watching Tiger King. LOL. So that's the end of article. Shout out to the Finura, if that's the proper pronunciation. Accredit them for that content, and everybody else who provided information that led up to that. I think we just lost Yael. Let me see what's going on. This some nasty work, man. They talking about shell corporations to hide the money and shit. And last time that I checked, that was a motherfucking crime, my nigga. You can't defraud documents and corporate records to evade judgments from the court. In fact, let's get into the exact law so that we could make sure that everybody understands that that is not legal. It's called fraudulent transfer claims when enforcing judgments in California, the Wall-In firm. So we finna pull this up. Hey, salute to everybody. Welcome to Damu Kiwe Conversation. For those who just came in, we got the content, man. This some
Everybody like and share. Everybody like and share. Like and share. Everybody hit somebody.
Man, I appreciate that, Diamond, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Let's get these numbers up, man. We need everybody to know about this weasel.
Weasel ain't even the word. This shit so man, cruddy. This nigga gutter is a motherfucker with this one, man. So let's go to this one. We're gonna close that article out and go to this fraudulent transfer claims. You can see this.
Yes, sir.
So when trying to collect judgments in California, creditors often learn that debtors have fraudulently transferred assets to their spouses, relatives, trusts, and business entities. Creditors should understand the remedies available to them in dealing with fraudulent transfers. In California, any person who assists a debtor in concealing assets from a creditor may be liable both civilly and criminally. Under the Uniform Voidable Transactions Act, a transfer of property to a third person made with intent to prevent a creditor from reaching and satisfying his or her claim to judgment is avoidable. Furthermore, a court has multiple means at its disposal to fashion a remedy. So it goes into the prerequisites and the standard for doing those type of transactions, and when to prevent people from doing exactly what it appears Wack100 is doing, man. Let's holler in the chat, see what's going on while we get this going. What you think about that so far, Diamond? Brother
Oh,
Diamond?
man. You know, I personally took a look, you know what I'm saying, at all of the different shell corporations, and this shit is like unbelievable, man. When you start shuffling this property, man, between 3, 4, 5, 6 different LLCs and all this type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Some of these companies that have been dissolved and only got 2 people on record, either JTT, which is JCon, or either Cash App Jones. You know, it's
Easy
like, man,
Cash App Jones.
Man, it's like it's unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? But what's even more unbelievable is that this idiot would really think that he could pull the wool over a motherfucker's eyes, man. He don't put no records in these companies. There's nothing there. All it is you create a corporation, a LLC, and you're the only one on record.
Right.
I mean, this shit is it's so stupid. It's ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's dumb but him.
Well, you know, he ain't as sharp as he claimed to be. You know what I'm saying? I think that's clear. You know what I'm saying? But we finna get into this content. Shout out to the sister Hennessay. Everybody in the chat, make sure y'all hit that like button. Share is free. You know what I'm saying? Show a little bit of support. That's all we ask. We working hard up on here to bring y'all this hot content and this hot perspective from Damu Kiwe Conversations. Let's go.
Wack doesn't do nothing else except for broker deals between people. Now, Wack does waddle into court. That wasn't nice. I said I was going to start.
He waddles in the court. That big old book.
Okay, so the court is talking about Fifth Amendment and JTT holdings. However, Wack is not there. He's not there yet. And honestly, we could talk about that in a video behind the scenes, but I want to get to when Wack gets to court, and we going to read all of when Wack gets to court. Okay, here we go. Mr. Jones has shown up to court right here. Mr. Jones. All right. Basically asking, would he like to participate? And he said, definitely. So the judge says, okay, if you could please, you could go, you could sit at the table. Okay. I think that would be probably be comfortable for you. You can just make sure you use the microphone because that's how folks on the phone will be able to hear you. So, Mr. Williams, have you asked Mr. Jones for information that we were just discussing? Mr. Williams, yes, Your Honor. And we had those conversations. And you know, Mr. Taylor, as I have been explaining, Mr. Taylor is not privy to the Fifth Amendment company. And the courts cut him off and says, let's just talk in English. Let's not talk legalese. Basically, let's not talk legal jargon. I know what that word means. All right. Legalities. Whatever. Let's talk English. Do you or Mr. Taylor say, Mr. Williams cuts him off and says, not a party to Fifth Amendment. He is not. The courts go back. You're talking legalities. You are talking, okay, just answer the question. Did either you or Mr. Taylor say to Mr. Jones, or I suppose they call him Cash? Mr. Jones says, that's my real name. The courts, right, I know. Could you please provide me the information about the expenditures that Fifth Amendment made on Jason Taylor's behalf or JTT Holdings' behalf? Did you or Mr. Taylor make that request of Mr. Jones? Mr. Williams, yes, Your Honor. The request was asked. The court, the judge. I'm not even going to say the court. The judge, because that's who it is, the judge. Okay. What did Mr. Jones say in response? Mr. Williams, it was explained to me that the court, no, enough of the legal talk and enough of the passive voice. It was explained to me who said what. What did Mr. Jones say to you? Now, baby, this judge, just from reading it, ain't playing, okay? Mr. Williams, that he owns his own company, Mr. Taylor does not work for him, or he does not work for Mr. Taylor. Judge, okay. That's not responsive to your question. Your question is, please tell me the expenditures that Fifth Amendment made on behalf of Mr. Taylor. Did you ask that question of Mr. Jones? Mr. Williams, yes, Your Honor. The judge, and Mr. Jones said, yes, I'll give that to you, or no, I won't give that to you. Mr. Williams, it wasn't that simple of a response, Your Honor. The judge, what was the bottom line? What was the gist? Was he going to give you the stuff, or was he not going to give you the stuff? Why don't he pick up on this? Because see, now he tap dancing. He ain't been tap dancing at all this time. Now you want to start tap dancing because Wack in the court. You scared. Don't be scared. Mr. Williams, the gist would have been no, Your Honor, that he was not going to give the stuff because it is his company and his company is not subject to the present lawsuit. At the time, it may not have been, but baby, it's part of the lawsuit now. The court, okay, so Mr. Jones, according to you, and I can hear from Mr. Jones in a second. According to Mr. Williams, who is Mr. Taylor's attorney, Mr. Jones refused to give Mr. Taylor or you the information regarding the house payments, the car payments, and the attorney fee payments that Fifth Amendment made on behalf of Mr. Taylor. Is that what you're saying? Mr. Williams said, I suppose that would be correct, Your Honor. And the court said, okay. I'm entertained by this. Let me come over here. Are y'all entertained? It do. Is he gonna give you the stuff or not? No, he's not gonna give me the stuff. Am I hearing you correctly that he said he ain't gonna give you the stuff? Baby, I am entertained right now. I don't know about y'all, but I am entertained, honey. Ooh. All right, Mr. Williams, the conversation did not go directly that way, Your Honor, and Mr. Jones has the right as to objection to the subpoena. I don't know if he was subpoenaed. He knows Mr. Taylor was ordered to produce documents, which he did do. Mr. Jones was not ordered or subpoenaed by other side. or at least to my knowledge, not subpoenaed. But Mr. Taylor does not have access to those documents, could not produce those documents. And I believe that Mr. Jones will explain his company and all of that to the court at this time. Now, pause for a second, because at the end of the day, if the game submitted his paperwork, right, shouldn't it show some type of transfer into his accounts from Wack to him? Because in a way, I'm not saying that Wack is wrong for not giving up his business accounts, because at the end of the day, by submitting those transactions to the court, that means you're putting your whole business of your business out there that has nothing to do with the case. So technically, he's not doing anything improper by not giving up his records, but he may not have been subpoenaed. We'll find out as we read on. But I wouldn't give up on my records either, because you can get that information from the game stuff. Y'all just trying to be nosy, but I'm here for it because I'm nosy too. Anyway, let's continue. Okay. The courts. Okay, Mr. Jones, the floor is yours. Again, you do. I'm not forcing. You do. That's what the judge said. Again, you do. I'm not forcing you to say anything. If you would like to address what I just discussed with Mr. Williams, you are certainly entitled to do so. The court reporter, can I get your full name? Cash Jones. And Mr. Williams explained that you reside in LA, but you happen to be in town because your wife has a speaking engagement at the Prudential, and that you learned of this hearing and wanted to come. Mr. Jones. I'm just going to call him Wack because we know him as Wack.
CS2 back to be exact.
Jones. Okay, you lucky I don't call you duty shooter. Mr. Jones, I literally just landed. My driver is outside. I'm here for one night with my wife. She has a speaking engagement tonight as well as tomorrow. I won't make tomorrow, so I came tonight. I have a flight out that leaves about 8, 9 in the morning going to Miami. We didn't ask you all of that, sir. So I'm literally, I have my flight records to prove it. Nobody asked you that, Wack. The judge, okay, Wack. I don't work for nobody. I broker dozens of deals for 4, 5 different labels. Live Nation, Nick Masters, the chairman of Live Nation, dozen others. Why? Because in the urban side of music, I can get direct. I can get cheaper prices. So this is all it is. Now I have no contracts with not one of my artists. Not one. Pause. Haven't we been hearing that Blueface is in contract? Didn't they talk about him having a contract?
Let's break right there first, right? So I want to build on that. So Wack100 took the stand now in Illinois court in this civil trial about the game alleged sexual battery allegations where the default judgment happened. And this is before they transferred it over to California, the Santa Monica courts, LA County courts. And he just said that he has no contract, never had a contract with the game to manage him. So listen to this and what we say. He said he's never had a contract with none of these artists. So he's not really their manager. He's really their fixer. Or even more so, he might be just a loan shark. Cash App Jones. Let's go. Damn, nasty work.
Didn't they say Blueface have a contract? Didn't he sign a 360 deal allegedly? But now you saying you don't have.
That was something else. They had asked Blueface, what kind of deal do you got with Wack? And what kind of deal did you sign with Wack? And he said, I don't know what kind of deal it was. You got to ask Wack. That's usually a bad sign and indication of stupidity if you done signed the deal and you don't know what kind of deal you signed. Especially in the music business, it's been thirsty since Motown. But let's go.
No contracts with not one of your artists. So what did he sign? I digress. Let's keep going because it gets worse. Wait till y'all hear this shit. But what I will do at times with these artists are what I will do at times when these artists are in need or something is going on for me to keep my relationship or maybe keep their favor of the artist when I need them to do something or when there is other options for them to do something and I'm one of them options. I will do things. I'm going to read that again. Now, I have no contracts with not one of my artists, not one. But what I will do at times when these artists are in need or something is going on for me to keep my relationship or maybe keep their favor of the artist when I need them to do something or when there is another option for them to do something and I'm one of those options. I will do things. A lot of these artists portray themselves to be one thing and they're not that.
Damu Kiwe conversation. We only got 13 shares.
So did
on
Blueface
Clubhouse.
do that show and make him
share the room.
executive producer on it?
All these
Because he
people
needed him to do
13
something
shares.
to keep the relationship with Ray J? Isn't Blue in need right now? Hasn't Blue been in need?
You're in need of a new manager.
Somebody gonna hate when I say this, but there's a reason that him and Krishan don't get along. I think they see each other. He know he can't pull a fast one on her, and she knows what he all about. Child, let's continue. Now, what I did tell the attorney was everything that Fifth Amendment has sent Mr. Taylor is in there. Everything. Year 2. I may go out to a label, may say, hey, we need an album. Who can we do an album with, right? And I go out, I talk to 3-4 different artists and see who's available. Maybe find guys who don't have a deal. And I'll start up broker a deal. Say, hey, if I deliver you 300,000, will you give me 12 songs? They don't get no residuals. They don't get no royalties. They don't get none of that. They say, yeah, then I'll double back and go back to the label and say, okay, well, I need 700,000 to do this album.
Now that math ain't mathing. So first and foremost, he waits until they're vulnerable and he got leverage for them, right? I mean, it's the capitalistic ways. Some of y'all might agree with that capitalistic ways, but he targets and preys on these types. You know what I'm saying? Those in need and catch them when they in need. Hey, give me 12 songs. I could get you 300,000. Once they agree to that, then he goes up to the corporate people, specifically mountaineers, you know what I'm saying? The mountaineer types, you know what I'm saying? And he tell them that he needs 700,000, right? And then he goes back to the artist, gives them the 300,000 that they needed, and takes all of their publishing and 400,000 more. A manager is supposed to get 10 to 20, and depending on who the manager is and what he brings to the table, he can negotiate 25 or 30%. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to be, it might be worth it with all of the assets and resources that he brings to the table. But this guy saying he's just a middleman. He's a broker. So he's not bringing.
Use that 300,000 for their budget to record and all that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But mind you, Wack already got his own studio to record. So that's going to cut them overhead manufacturing costs off the gate. And then, obviously, you see what happened with the Game's last album, the marketing and promotion and the budget supporting that, he not putting too much into the marketing and budgeting. But let's get back to the marketing budget. Let's get back.
And let's keep in mind, she's reading his exact words that he spoke to the court. This is his words.
On the stand. She's reading the transcript from him on the stand, telling the courts that this is how he does business. I guess some people like you without no grease, man. You know what I'm saying?
Because I have to still pay for studio time, producers, clearance fees, everything I have to pay for to deliver a free and clear album to the label. Now, what happens is whatever is left in the pot, whether it's 100 grand, 60 grand, whatever is left in the pot after I pay that artist its set fee, and I pay all the other little things I have to pay to turn this album in, that's the money Fifth Amendment makes. I'm just a broker for a lot of people. I just signed on Cash Money. I just received a $500,000 wire last week for an artist that I had to send $150,000 to. So that's what I do. My wife is my president of the company. I am CEO of the company. The wife is the president, and he is.
And for those who aren't in the music and entertainment business, that's already a conflict of interest, right? Your manager is the CEO and his wife is the president. Their interests, first and foremost, aren't going to be congruent with yours a lot of the time. So you not only got him working them and bamboozling them, you got his wife, who her interest is about their family, their kids, their marriage, their lifestyle. So yeah,
and their bank account. And their bank account.
And their bank account. God damn. He's getting gang banged at this point. Let's go.
Is the CEO of the company. Just set your wife up. I'm going to just throw my wife in the lion's den. Why not? Thank you. My office hours are between 9 and 5. Fat Dom, I'm Fat Dom, what's the lies? She said Wack is lying. Bingo, De Niro Jones. I like you because you be on it. Him. Yeah, her. I mean, you could say that again. They all going down. Okay, so now let's continue. Okay, so when it comes to Mr. Taylor, I've known Mr. Taylor for a very, very long time. This hard money thing, it got done based upon my relationship. It was a hard money loan. As you know, it's not conventional. Somebody I knew, investors, they want to put their money up. They didn't trust Mr. Taylor. But the 10-year relationship I had with the guy, he did it based upon my handshake. But my handshake is saying, hey, look, anytime things go bad, I will fill in the blanks to maintain my relationship. He breached it. They foreclosed on him as we speak. He breached that.
Hey, we got Yael back. Hold on. Let's pause it right here, right? I don't know if you've seen it yet, Yael, but they said maybe this give you a little bit of an update, right? So
okay.
They said.
Well, let me apologize for that, man. My phone was tripping, bro. I don't know why.
We got your back. Just watch your front. We got your back. That's what we here for, brother. Ain't no
Appreciate
need
y'all.
for apologies. But they say that that's an episode of American Greed, Megan Davis, right? Then No Capping TV says, damn, y'all raping you record, Wack 100, the CEO of the gang got fucked all around. Damn cold piece of work, right? And then I said he was getting gang banged at this point because the CEO of Fifth Amendment is Wack100’s. The president of Fifth Amendment was his wife, Kim, right? And Wack is posing as his manager, right?
Damn.
He'll tell him, do these 12 songs, I'm gonna get, he waits till he get him in debt, or he need not get him in debt, till he gets in debt, needs money for his mansion, rent, because he's low on funds, he doesn't have this income coming in. And then what he tells him is, well, I can get you this 300,000, you know what I'm saying? Just do these 12 songs, have him record them in his studio, right? So he don't got to pay studio costs. And he go tell the record labels, you know what I'm saying, as a middleman, a broker, hey, look, I got this album coming from the game. How much you willing to give me? I need 700,000 at least. And once he gets what he's looking for, as much as he's looking for, he go give the game the 300,000, keeps 400,000, and takes all of his publishing, right? So he's getting it with no Vaseline. That's why they said change bro name into the gang bang, not gang bang, but he's getting gang banged at this time, right? They sharing the same bank account, bro. Did Wack put money on Blueface account? Goddamn. Blueface account is Wack account. They in the marriage, bro. Let's go.
Is this man admitting to illegal activity? I swear to God, this sounds like a hood gangster, like a Tubi gangster movie. So it was a third on the home for like 70 grand. That was due, right? Came January, February, whatever it was due. I get the call. Hey, this is not in. This, that. Guy's not responding, such and such. I call the guy, hey, they need 70 grand. Man, I don't have it. I don't know how. I don't know what to do, right? I call my friend back. I tell you what, I'll get you 70 grand. I send it to you on my end. House is good. House is good. I tell Mr. Taylor, hey, listen, something is going to come up. I don't know where. Somebody may call me for a show or whatever it may be. Or I may say I need 30 grand. And he's going to go on that stage and dance. And I'm going to make 30 of my 70 back. That's what I do.
That's what I do. I don't know how you do business.
If I get tapped on my shoulder, y'all better come hunt me down. Y'all better find me if I get tapped on my motherfucking shoulder. Well, according to this Latrina, he ain't got no contract. Anyway, he said, I need 30 grand and he's going to go on that stage and dance and I'm going to make 30 of my 70 back. Remember Blue said he don't make no money in music? That's why he started going to TV. Remember I was telling y'all that Krishan showed him a new way to make money and Wack ain't like that? After reading this, I don't believe that he wanted him to stay out of trouble. You want him in trouble so he could stay indebted to you. Because the more you do for him, the more he owe you. It's a lot of guys out here who want to live the life and who don't have what it takes to live the life. So I sit back like a vulture and I let them get in trouble. And I come as a friend and I fill in the blanks. And I make that 30K favor may make me 100 grand.
He just let y'all know. I hope that these dick pullers over in 100 EBT and all of these niggas in the industry that be having their faith in this motherfucker is listening to what this man is telling on the stand, which he running his mouth, diarrhea of the mouth. I'm talking about he got extreme diarrhea. He needs to take some Pepto-Bismol or something for his mouth, nigga. But he's saying he comes as a friend, a wolf in sheep clothing. That's why he turns on them pieces of shit, dick pulling ass 100 EBT niggas so easily. Because he's posing as he's your friend. He's being very calculated to see when you're in time of need, if you have any resources or any value to him. Right? This is what's going on, bro. And they over there looking for a handout. Y'all think he don't know that y'all is looking at him trying to get a handout or to use him? He definitely sees through y'all because from the get-go, he's preying on those type, those in need. Oh, he need a little clout. Oh, he need this. You know what I'm saying? And then he gives something to you, but it's like the old penitentiary game, man. Nothing comes for free. Everything got strings attached. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he treats y'all like hoes over there. Disrespect you, disrespect your mother, your parents, your neighborhood, and y'all go through it like a battered woman syndrome. And shout out to all the sisters that went to it. It's definitely not to minimize that. I'm just talking about how this is congruent with the mentality of constantly accepting abuse. In this instance, it's psychological and verbal abuse. And y'all accept that. But hey, if y'all like it, I love it, man. Let's get back into it. But he said he come posing as their friend. Even the game, who he knew all these years. Ray J, who he knew all these years. He tell Ray J, who goes on suicide watch and contemplating suicide, go ahead and jump on Pyru.
On Pyru.
Hey, the thing about it is, he know the nigga got slapped by a whole alphabet person. You know what I'm saying? And that's all the embarrassments of all of that. You get what I'm saying? Mentally, got to be fucking with that dude. You get what I'm saying? And then the fact that he's came as an individual, as displaying himself as a friend. You know how that is, bro. When you be like, "Oh, the devil manipulated Eve." Well, it ain't like he came at Eve with a whole knife and a gun. He became her, basically smooth talked her, got up under, told her what it was, offered her the understanding of knowledge and wisdom, and she took that food as far as having food for thought, and she digested that, and she was beguiled. Just like everybody that's being beguiled by this individual named CS2 Back. His name is CS2 Back. He's beguiled you niggas into believing that he's not that by changing his name in the paperwork and becoming befriending you, getting up under you, and then sacrificing you. Look at the game. Look at Ray J. Look at Blueface. Look at the track record of everybody this man has dealt with throughout the course of his quote unquote management career. It's not a career. The dude is a sabotaging COINTELPRO. He's a pro at what he does, and you guys are blindly being led into the pit of a whole snake. Undercounted at that fact. You know what I'm saying? But let dudes get back into this comment and into this content, man. Damu Kiwe conversations.
In the YouTube, Tobias Shakur said he's so dumb that's tax evading and all the above, both of them. Niggas in trouble with the IRS. Hey, Tobias, for normal people like me and you, I agree totally. But for a confidential source 137, nah, my nigga, that's not that, my nigga. He ain't going to jail.
Hey,
He said that's not that.
And if it comes down to having to go to jail, ain't going under the bus because he damn sure gonna throw him under there.
Listen, you think they gonna take him to jail for tax evasion when they allow him? I mean, admittedly, I got $800,000 on Paul Root. That was me. I got $800,000 from De La Hoya, right? The same person who walked to Mark Stevens and Shaquille O'Neal to tell them that Stutterbox got a sex tape of him or whatever. The same one who met up with Ye to get the second Kim Kardashian Ray J sex tape so that their kids wouldn't have to see this even further humiliate them on the internet and traumatize them. So I'm just saying, if you're able to get away with conspiracy, the extortion, and all of that, I think it's more important to the feds to try to lock Big U and his whole crew, and probably me too, up, that he ain't got to worry about going to jail for that. Let's get back into this content.
That's what I do. And I do it more than just him. I work with people like Nick Cannon. I just did a diaper deal with Nick Cannon, Incredible Diapers. I work with everybody. He's just not the only person I work with.
And somebody better warn Nick.
Mr. Williams, Your Honor, I would say that explanation further goes to the fact that Mr. Taylor does not have a beneficial interest in Fifth Amendment. This was based on assumption. You heard it from the horse's mouth. There is no beneficial interest, and we certainly know there is no direct or indirect interest. And I believe that that testimony, in addition to what we've been trying to explain, that shows that there's no beneficial interest, and there isn't. That would require Mr. Jones to provide those documents if there is not beneficial interest. Wack. And I can show you straight up where eMusic sent me 700 grand. I sent Mr. Taylor 200 of that. You know, it's just, I was like, I'm a straight broker company for those people who have put themselves in the situation that they can't get out of. He sounds like a loan shark. I kept saying in my head, what does this sound like? He sounds like a straight up loan shark.
Hey, she caught that with dead bang. That's exactly what he sounded like. An old, dirty Italian loan shark. He done took that old.
He said the record company gave him $700,000. He shot the boy 2 of that. Kept the nickel for itself. God damn.
Yeah, man. Exploitation. Black exploitation.
He said all of this in court. He was talking like this and sitting inside the court. Girl, we are reading the transcripts. The court docs, this is a transcript. He said all of this in the courthouse, girl, to the judge. This is why I'm chuckling to myself. He sound like a combination of Big Red and a freaking loan shark.
He definitely seemed comfortable.
Okay. I'm a straight broker company for those people who have put themselves in situations they can't get out of. And it may sound bad, but somebody has to do it. And that's what I do. And I do it more than just him. On the record, I'm telling you that I have contracts to prove that. This man couldn't even tour Europe. He missed so many. He's his own worst enemy. He missed so many dates. Nobody trusted the man to tour anywhere. He couldn't even tour the United States. He hasn't toured the United States in the last 3 years because he's no shows. He doesn't show up. Things happen, whatever. They don't trust him. So what I did when I found out through a little birdie, I see him that, hey, man, he can't even get game to tour Europe. I utilized my resources and went to all of these little bitty venues that hold 500, 700 people and say, hey, if I could deliver this guy, what can we do? So they gave me a number and I say, hey, listen, you know, you can't go to Europe. Don't sound like much. I could get you 150 grand, 200,000 for 30 days. To the world, they think this man is a millionaire. This man is broke. Those bank statements show you he is broke.
This is how he represents and presents publicly to the world the game. Somebody he knew all these time. He talking bad about him publicly on the stand. This is the perfect example, 101, of how to devalue the brand of a West Coast hip hop legend. A lot of niggas might not like him, say corny, the butterfly tattoo. He name drops too much in his songs, but this dude had the West Coast on his back for a long time. And this is how he talk about him. How many people you think want to do business with him, knowing he attached to somebody like CS2 Back as a broker or manager, whatever Wack want to categorize it, and that he does too many no-shows publicly. Oh man, I'm not finna give y'all no more money. Right? So yeah, nasty work, man.
Hey, dudes, you
Yeah.
see the comment Smoked Out TV said? Smoked Out
Nah.
TV said he's lying so Game won't have to pay that money, right? So this is the thing, allegedly, if he is lying, allegedly, right? Let's just say face value. Let's hypothetically say he is, right? And he's saving Game a lot of money, correct? If that is happening, let's look at the records of his other artists that are suffering. You understand what I'm saying? Don't think one good deed will justify all the other bad deeds that you've been doing. If that is the case, like I said, we're not in
Playing
the
that devil's advocate. I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not say, okay, he's saving the game bank accounts. He's saving the game from XYZ to ABC, this money to these individuals. Okay, if that is the case, that's the case. Because it's a large amount of money. It's a lump sum of money, right? But look at Blueface. Look at all the other artists that ain't doing shit. He trying to sign artists, and them artists ain't gonna be able to do shit because his business trail has been nothing but poison. Look at the footprint of what this man has been stepping in. It ain't shit. So if you tell me he's doing this to save face, okay. But don't forget about all the other shit that he is not doing, and these artists are still suffering, and they're financial illiterate. Hell, Blueface just had to learn a whole new tactic from Krishan Rock to learn how to make money. But I guess y'all ain't seeing that either, right?
Man, Blueface just got caught with the pookie pipe and some meth in his cell.
But that's
in
his
jail.
artist, though.
That's his artist. He's in jail. Shouldn't be in jail. Why aren't you protecting your interests into this dude? Well, he said it. Because I need them to be in need so that I could get them for pennies on the dollar and go make a bag and profit off of it. This is his modus operandi and his business motto. And he's a confidential source. Remember his friend that he said he grew up with him in his hood and all of this at the beginning of the sheriff dude when he went to court with Blueface? And he told him, call me. This is what the police told Wack, call me. You know what I'm saying? And you got somebody who's a confidential source it's in his interest to see these dudes going to jail, catching cases where they need him so he could play the savior and then work them up out of their money. Nasty work. Gang, you look like a straight buster still fucking with this nigga, bro. What's up?
Hey, dudes.
Y'all know I can't hold stuff in. I'm working on it. I'm
working, brother. I'm gonna let the content play, but that was deep edification, brother. That's, man, I don't think people really paying attention to what we're saying. They hear it because it's content, but they're not catching the words and getting hooked on the understanding, bro. And they just gonna be like, well, he got fame, but let's get to the content, man. It's crazy.
Working on it. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
There might be one coming down the pipeline, but I ain't said nothing, so you ain't heard nothing from me. He is in court conducting himself like this is Clubhouse. Yo, you can't.
She getting calls and stuff. Sister, you gotta put it on no what you call it. You can't be getting calls.
Let me figure out. Wait a minute. What page are we on? We on page 45. Let me go back to page 1. Just so y'all can see. I ain't bullshitting. I am not bullshitting you. Okay, it says right here, transcripts of proceedings before Honorable Gary Finnier. This is the transcripts. I'm not freaking lying to you. I went to the wrong page. Wait a minute, because I forgot that quick. Okay, hold on. We already read all of this. Yo, I can't make this up. Okay, that he can't go to okay, the world and a millionaire. Okay, he's broke. Those bank statements show you he's broke. So I get my money from this guy in Europe, and then I give him his little 150 or 200 grand, whatever it may be. You have artists of his stature that make that in one night. I takes this man, just so I explain to you, because I know 200 grand in 30 days sounds like a lot of money. It takes this man to make what one artist of his stature,
sister.
One night, 1 hour show takes him 30 days to make. He is a seedless artist with an ageless persona.
Wow.
Go ahead, Diamond. I see that kind of was astonishing. You say something like that.
Total disrespect, homie. Just total disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like to say, here's what they think about you. You know what I'm saying? Here's what he think about the boy. You know what I'm saying? And he called himself a friend. Wow.
No, he said he just comes as a friend to these people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's just.
But he's really the vulture.
Exactly. Yeah, that's nasty work. Let's go. Damn.
I'm never gonna make it to journalism if I don't learn how to stop this shit. I can't help it. Let's try this again. It takes this man to make with one artist of his stature, one night, 1 hour show. It takes him 30 days to make. 30 days to make it. He is a seedless artist with an ageless persona. That's what he is. He doesn't have life insurance. I mean, certain things I talk to him as a friend. He just doesn't have dental insurance. Nothing. A guy owed me a favor. He said I have a Lamborghini. The Lamborghini, that's my car. I don't want to drive a Lamborghini. It's an old Lamborghini.
It's crazy.
It's 2010. I don't want to be responsible for the maintenance. I got this Lamborghini. Can I do this with you? Then we call it square. No problem. Hey, listen, gang, you know what? About this Lamborghini. Want it? Yeah, I want it. Listen, I got a few things coming up. I will need you to fill in the blanks. I have this TV thing I'm working on called The Industry that I'm doing with Cash Money Records. Let me highlight that real quick.
And while she doing that, welcome to Damu Kiwe Conversations. Las Vegas Freedom News says, is this paperwork real? Because it sounds like it's scripted. It do sound like it's scripted, and it sounds like this is exactly what motherfuckers want to hear. I can't say if it's authentic. I understand for sure that the case is real. I understand for sure that one of the things that they got in the suit for Wack is conspiracy to commit voidable transactions, and that's how they're going to be taking his house from the game. I do understand all that. Is these the actual transcripts? I'm not sure, but we're reacting to it as if it's so, or whether some of the stuff that we might not believe is true. We just doing the content. We can't step it. I don't even know this sister. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if this is her lane on her content. You know what I'm saying? But it was brought up. We had already been trying to get these transcripts. When was that when we called what was the sister name? You was hating on me with
Hey man, we had already been working on this content, but you know, my thing is I'm not gonna even pass judgment on this sister's journalistic, you know what I'm saying, integrity. You know,
yeah,
I've studied many pieces that she's done in the past, and I've really, you know what I'm saying, paid attention, and she seems to do her due diligence. So in saying that, I'm gonna say this, you know what I'm saying, I take it at face value, and you should do the same. But one thing I will say is she shows you the case numbers, the court docket numbers, the dates, the times. She leaves all the relevant information there. So you do your due diligence and go and investigate for yourself and find out. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And,
Hey, one
and
second.
everything that I've
Go ahead.
checked on this sister thus far has been true. She's come up nothing but aces. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I want to pause right there because Lil Benzo just came on Clubhouse. Lil Benzo, what's up?
What's happening, dude? Shout out to Damu Kiwe conversations.
Oh, yeah, salute, man, salute. Hey, bro, I'm going to ask you this publicly because you always speak publicly. And when I talked to Draws, he said he don't know you. He didn't know your dad or nothing, bro. And you always come online speaking as if you're speaking for him, and you don't even know what's going on, bro. Like, please refrain from doing that. He's under investigation. These dudes trying to put him in jail, and you speaking up for him, and you talking out your ass. That shit not cool, bro.
Then the fact the nigga said some weird shit like, "Oh yeah, y'all L needed the money."
I
Like,
already asked him, bro. He don't know your dad. He don't know you, bro. And we talked to some of your homies that's out there. Them dude, when he was in Minnesota, bro, you wasn't even out on the porch. He only dealt with a few people, bro. And that's what the boys in Minnesota said. I was on the phone. So bro, stop that shit, bro. That shit is not cool. We ain't got nothing against you, but you misrepresenting his interests. You said that they asked you one time in one of those rooms with Wack and them, did you know about the play that Do Sims and Diamond ran and on Wack for the $2,000? And you said, yeah, you knew all along. That was a bold-faced lie.
Because only two motherfuckers knew about that, and that was me and Deuce Sims. Draws didn't even know about that play. You know? So
yeah.
I was calling the nigga the night it happened. I did say that. I never said I did, bro.
No, I didn't say you didn't say you said it. I said that's a bold-faced lie. And what?
I said it was the truth, nigga. I was clowning Wack.
Well, you wasn't clowning Wack. You said it matter-of-factly. In fact,
I said, nigga, I knew about the play for a week.
Wait, look. Lower your octaves. Lower your octaves, bro. We ain't yelling. We having a conversation. All right, we get your bust ass up out of here, you bitch ass nigga. Fuck
drop
you.
that nigga.
They already shot that nigga, bro. I came at you respectfully. You got emotional like a little bitch.
This nigga must think that
portraying this internet shit is like the army, bro. People get on here and be all they could be.
Yeah, he done been on Wack's motherfucking platform too much. You know, that's how they get out. You know what I'm saying? All that screaming and hollering and all that weird shit.
We ain't with that, man. Men could conversate, get to understanding. I think he was embarrassed because he was publicly confronted about lying. Like, bro, why would you get on here and lie? Well, Big U didn't know about that move until we got the first, what was it, $1,050?
Yeah.
From Cash App Jones. Then we called him because now we already want the whole team to start knowing what we doing. And we said, well, we still gonna keep it in a small circle. Big U said, well, I'm sending y'all $1,000 because this was the funniest shit y'all could have woke me up to. You understand what I'm saying? And this dude is fronting like he's something and he's connected to us and misrepresenting what we representing, bro. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get back into the content. We just had to address that because I hadn't seen that brother. But then now y'all see what kind of weird shit going on Clubhouse. Don't be believing these people, man.
Never had an interest in TV. Remember, he said that. That ain't what that say.
He just said that again when he was in that KVD trial, said he didn't have no
That
interest
ain't what this says.
in TV and was leaving away from entertainment.
I may need you to play a role in it. I need you to show up and fill in. I'm not going to drive this car. Whatever you want. You let me drive the Lamborghini, you're dealing with a guy who's 39. But man, responsibilities, that understand finances, you know, if he sees the candy bar, he's going to take it. And I utilize it to my best interest. And everything I'm talking about, I can show you. The judge. Okay, I will just say one thing. And then I will ask for Mr. Silberman's thoughts. One thing I would say is that Mr. Taylor missed a couple dates in Chicago. So I know how the folks in Europe feel. But let me ask Mr. Silberman, does that alleviate or clear up or mitigate your concerns about Fifth Amendment's angle to this post-judgment discovery issue that we are dealing with? Mr. Silberman, unfortunately, Your Honor, it doesn't. First of all, Mr. Jones, I appreciate your coming into court, and I appreciate you coming into this proceeding and agreeing to answer questions and discuss this. Because the heart of the matter, I think right now, and I have an opportunity to see some statements for Fifth Amendment, JP Morgan Chase account ending in, and I have seen, just for an example, this is just out of notes that I took going through some of these records. I see deposits in 2016. This is 2 years ago, just about to a month. 2 years ago. He got payments in your account, First Amendment. I mean, yeah, he got payments into your account, Fifth Amendment, I'm sorry. Fifth Amendment from E1 for $105K. Looks like there's a reference to All Eyes. Hold on one second, guys. Then there was $100,000 partial advance in 1992. They done went all the way back into this man's business to 1992, which I believe is an album song. I'm not sure. Deposits for the Game concert 2 years ago in the U.S. in 2016, Atlanta, Georgia, North Carolina, and Providence, Minnesota, Billings, Montana, all in 2016. Then I see deposits in November of 2016 totaling $300,000 for the game's U.S. and European tour. I have also seen recently that there were 2 deposits made in late 2017 from a tour that Mr. Taylor had that you arranged for him in Europe. I believe it was February or March of this year, says deposits there. So I've seen many hundreds of thousands of dollars from E1 and various concert promoters into Fifth Amendment's bank account. And my question is this: do you have a formal arrangement with Mr. Taylor, whether it's JTT Holdings or JCon Terrell Taylor individually? Do you have formal arrangements with contracts in terms by which you will take in money for his, effort, for his labor? And Mr. Williams answered, Mr. Silverman, no, I want to know, is there a formal? Mr. Williams answered, and Mr. Jones, Wack100’s, I answer all questions. Let me answer. Mr. Silverman, provided you are willing Even now, to provide an accounting, Mr. Jones, they were cutting each other off in here, baby. Wack, everything you just asked me, I'll explain to the judge of what I explain to the judge of what I do. Mr. Silverman, I understand. Wack, if you want to send me $100,000, I just explained to the judge what I do. I broker every deal. I have no Mr. Silverman. Understand. Wack, never had a contract. I have never had a contract with JC on Sorrell Taylor or the game. Never in life. I dealt with him on handshake. Mr. Silverman, Wack, deals, court. Hold on, Mr. Silverman. Let Mr. Jones finish. Baby, I should have did voices. I have never had a contract. I have never had anything that stipulates.
What you say?
That's the game's attorney trying to intervene and stop this dummy from running his mouth so much.
hey, Deuce says real quick, Diamond, hold on. Shout out to the chat because the chat is where it's at, man. Real quick, this is some of the hottest smoke you getting right now. This shit fire. Guess what? You got a lighter? You got top shelf? Make sure you unite your top shelf with who? United Colored Raps. That is United Colored Raps. Some of the hottest raps we wrapping up the top shelf with. We got cherry, berry, grape, apple, banana, you name it. Flame it up. You name it, flame it up with United Color Raps. Salute to the sponsors, which is United Color Raps and Big U. Guess what? We getting ready to transition to that app ASAP, man. Meet me there. Don't beat me there with Deuce Sims, Diamond, and a whole Damu Kiwe conversations where we're going to be able to distribute your music. You're going to be able to just do it for free. Politic with the whole team, with a whole plethora of other artists, man. Make sure y'all tune in and subscribe to the United unique music app. Transition over there. Salute to everybody on Clubhouse in the goo and on stage. Make sure you follow in the room, get that red ticket off your profile, and make sure you following all the mods on stage. And if you on YouTube Live, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel because it's hot like a candle. In the chat is where it's at. You in one of the hottest lives on YouTube and one of the hottest rooms on Clubhouse. This is Damu Kiwe Conversations.
Lou from the Lou said Wacko. Well, that's not Wacko. That's Wack, bro. Wacko is from Compton, West Side Paru. Shout out to the West Nellers. Wacko putting brothers in a worse position than before. This fool a con artist. Well, they say con is short for convince. And he convinced these people he's worth $200 million, right? What person you know getting that type of money is going to be doing dirt this low for a couple 100,000? Yeah. But see, hey, Christopher Love, boy, believe him. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Christopher Love, boy. What's good, Deuce Sims and Yael? Salute to the chat. ETE. Facts. Exposes. Damu Kiwe. Let's get back to the content. Salute.
I'm only paying a certain percentage. Most managers of business people, they make 10 to 20%. 20% if that's a new artist who's just making it. 10% if it's an artist that makes a lot of money, okay? I'm not, if you look at the numbers, if I had $500,000 come in and I broker a deal to give him 200,000 of that, that's not a 10 or 20% deal. I'm not working for these people. I'm going to work with these people. It's been a bunch of situations to where the money didn't make sense to me and I simply let it go. Everything you're saying is correct. I get money from E1. I said it on the record before you said it, right? But Europe, that's two numbers going on. It's a number of negotiating with one side and a number that I'm negotiating with the artist. My first time fee to him, they see if they will do the service. And if it makes sense to me, Mr. Silverman, you had the courts, Hold on, Mr. Silverman. You got to let Mr. Jones finish, and then you can ask more questions. Mr. Jones, if it makes sense to me to do Europe, right? Okay, I'm going to break it all down to you. It's more. When I go, you see them send $500,000, and I negotiate maybe 250 with Mr. Taylor, right? Remember, all he's doing is showing up. I have to provide travel. I have to pay for the bus. I have to pay for the back line for his band, the hotel room. Now they're telling me, Mr. Jones, we're going to give you $500,000. Can you deliver this artist or the artist? Or this artist? Or this artist or that artist or this artist? My wife then breaks down what hotels gonna cost me, flights gonna cost me, what everything is gonna cost me, minus what I gotta go over here and do back and forth. Because I'm going to start the guy low, like any other thing. Hey, I got 100 grand. No, okay, I want 300. I could do maybe 225. I'm doing back and forth because just like an auction, I'm looking at my number. When I see the number of something I can live with, then I will close it. As you see, I'm paying him very minimal. If I showed you the contract I got from Europe, 6, 7, 800,000 versus the crumbs I pay this artist, then you understand what I'm telling you. Yo, this nigga. Sorry, y'all.
Angie says she follow her and she always be on the truth. With salute, Angie. I just don't know enough to go ahead and stamp everything she's saying because I don't know it and follow her as much. That would be ill-advised and unintelligent of me. But she sounds very intelligent.
I'm a work in progress. And don't worry, when I edit this, I'm going to edit out that whole part of me getting off the phone and all of that shit. But yo, when I say grimy, nasty, this is a catastrophe. It's diabolical. I'm finna use all our last 3 words of the week. It's the audacity of him to take advantage of these people. It's diabolical business, and it's a catastrophe going on in this court. Now, I can't speak for that. Because I got to go back and see when the date on this court doc. But this is just ripping them off. Jenny, girl. How does the manager make more than the artist? He's not a manager. That's what he keeps saying. He's not a manager. He's a broker, and he just brokers deals. So you mean to tell me that you'll get $500,000 and you'll offer them 100 grand? Just like he just said, he'll get them. A label needs a record or an album or something. He'll go to the label. Hey, I could get you this artist to do this do this album for you for 12 songs. And give me X, Y, Z. Then I go over here and tell them, hey, you could get this album done over here. And I'll pay you 200,000. Meanwhile, the record label done offered him 100,000. And yeah, he got to pay for this and pay for that or whatever. But the type of businessman he is, he ain't going to no high class suite. He going to get them a BS Sprinter bus, put them up in a mid-level hotel that he probably gets off Expedia or something like that. He's going to skim every dollar that he can. so he could maximize his dollars. And all he did was connect two people. A label needs an album, and this artist needs to make one.
Hey,
boom.
Shout out to the chat, man. They eating this nigga up. The game down bad right now, bro. They said no capping TV 951 say Super Pimp C S2 back. Like Pimp C, but Super Pimp C S2 back.
Damn. Hey, one thing about Damu Kiwe Conversations chat, you gotta be strong. First off, you gotta be strong to get on the stage with us. Secondly, you gotta be able to make it through the chat, because that's where the fuck is at. They don't hold back nothing, and they are coming for your ass, bro. Pause. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, you come into the chats with that goofy shit. Hey, the Blue Wrench Mob and everybody else that understand and supports the real and stand on business, they gonna get on your wig, man. Salute to y'all, man. Y'all really make this shit what it is. We appreciate y'all in them chats, man.
Hey, and a quick shout out, Savage Flow. I understand what you're saying. We always gonna keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we're not gonna stand and play party to somebody's bullshit and their lies. You feel me?
Oh, he says, do everybody has to agree with you to have open debate? What do we need from conversation? What you said to have an open debate? It wasn't a debate. I was really checking him because he was foul. What we stand on is truth, bro. So wherever truth appears, falsehood disappears. You understand what I'm saying? So he knew he was lying. He knew I was calling him out on his lie. Now, if you want to support a lie and maybe you on the wrong page, you should be able to understand that. We the type that's going to call that out. You know what I'm saying? I did it respectfully initially. You know what I'm saying? And he took it until I put his skirt up and people see he didn't have no panties on. You know what I'm saying? He got emotional, disrespectful. When I told him lower your octave, we wasn't yelling. I was talking real respectfully.
And we would
maybe you non-confrontational. I'm a violent motherfucker. So we come from two different worlds. So where I come from, that was as peaceful as it could get to the end. Then that was kind of like some verbally abusive shit. But I believe there's deserving so. Let's get back to it. She got another call.
Child, this is diabolical business right here. Now, I ain't read all the way down here. We in uncharted territory. I ain't read all of this. But when I read that first upper half, I was like, oh, no, we reading the transcripts. Okay. Go again, Mr. Silverman. Mr. Silverman, thank you. The court, go ahead, Mr. Silverman. All right. I'll try to keep this real simple. You testified that the court, he didn't testify. He did, Mr. Silverman. Well, the court, hold on. He didn't testify.
I guess today's the day of fuck shit. Somebody in on the fake Active Chuck page. Y'all see that? He goes through the internet imitating and trying to act as if he's representing our interests. This is what you deal with in the cyber world. So this is what we gonna do with him, right? We gonna go ahead and ban user and delete his comments so he can't speak and people believe he's speaking for me. That I'm quite sure nobody wants someone else, no man wants someone else to speak for them.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's done.
Long range snipers.
Testify. He is speaking in court. He's speaking. He's not under oath. Speaking to a judge. He still has to tell the truth, but he's not under oath.
But At the same time, under
And you're
18
still on the record.
USC, under 18 USC 1001, you gotta still tell the truth when you're
Child, this is a hot
on that
mess.
stand.
He's
Say that again.
I said under 18 USC 1001, you still gotta tell by law. You gotta tell the truth while you're on that stand. So if this is his words, this is his words. You know what I'm saying? And he got to stand on them.
Right.
just casually having a conversation with the judge, and the stenographer is just
like
clickety clack clack, clickety clack clack clack, clack clack, but you ain't under oath. This conversation will be recorded and monitored for quality service. This is still on the record, though. It don't even matter. It's still on the record. Anyway, okay, Mr. Silberman. So, Mr. Jones, you said that you take in money for various artists. And I think you said that you do that through Fifth Amendment. Is that right? You'll take all. Wack? Yes, sir. Mr. Silberman, okay. Do you keep? Do you sort out? Do you have an accounting ledger? Some sort of accounting system whereby you keep track of money that comes into Fifth Amendment that is payable on behalf of artist A, of artist B, of artist C. And then on the other side of that ledger, do you keep track of payments that are made out of Fifth Amendment on behalf of artists A, B, C, so that you can sort it all out? You're cumulating, it seems, all the income in for various artists and all the expenditures out to various or for various artists. Do you have a system where you keep track of that? And if so, can you produce that for us for Mr. Taylor, the game, his entity, Mr. Williams and Mr. Jones? Wack. Hold on, Mr. Williams. This is simple because we have nothing to hide. No, I don't have a ledger. Wack got a little spiral notebook with that little pencil that's about this big with the eraser on it that's sharp. It's very sharp. And he whip out that little notebook and be writing. Listen, how you a legitimate business and you don't have a ledger because you're not legit? But what I do have is the very same thing you're looking at, to know what I wired to this gentleman when I sent the wire. If it's for Europe tour, I'm going to put in an amount. I'm going to put in a note, the game Europe tour payment. No, that's not. Anyway, that's why you can say, well, this year it was this, and this year it was that. Because when I sent the wire, I stipulated in the memo line of the wire who it was for and what it was for. Then I turn over my bank statements to my tax guy and he does his job.
She going in. Salute to this
Mr. Silberman. But if you can make a payment, for example, you paid Mr. Williams' attorney's fees on at least one or two or more occasions. Where's the reference there? I only picked that up in the statements because I knew that Mr. Williams was Mr. Taylor's lawyer. But if I didn't know that, how would anyone know that that payment was on behalf of Mr. Taylor? Wack. Andrew. I paid Andrew, I believe, through a wire off my phone. And I'm going to say it, whether he likes it or not. Andrew is a young guy. I met Andrew in Miami. I got myself in some trouble. He went in and handled the situation. And me being a young black gentleman, I simply called him because I didn't think the case was that serious, He asked me for a lawyer. I said, I got a guy that just took care of something for me. Maybe we can hire him. Andrew, being who he is, thought it would be a high profile case. Andrew has worked for this gentleman. I don't know what, 15 grand, 20 grand max. He's really done it for free. I don't know if he wants to just tell you the truth about it, but I'm pretty sure I can pull up my wire information to show that it was a payment made to him on behalf of this situation. And that was only done once, again, because this dude might have had all money. He might have been in the Bentley truck, but he might have had 3,500 to his name. That was in his pocket. And I don't think you understand what I'm telling you. 90% of these so-called rappers live a lie of a life. It's a lie. Like the jewelry is fake. Everything is fake. They have 2,500 starter system that looks like $250,000.
Yeah, that's pretty much a fact about a lot of rappers in my experience. You meet some and you know the ones that got the bag, but a lot of them get the rapper starter kit. You know what I'm saying? They go around with the fake jewelry. I definitely had the fake jewelry. If y'all think that I had the Franco, that was real. That's only 5,500. But like, if you think that I'm gonna invest in $50,000 and all of that, that's a down payment on a house. Them is CDs in stock. That's 5 different $10,000 CDs. You know what I'm saying? Like, but these dudes is off the chain. So yeah, a lot of dudes be faking it to make it, and then they do get money and they want to appear to, obviously, as asshole backwards to a lot of people who don't know them, don't really give 2 fucks about them like they own. Nah, nigga, not going to remain a consumer. I'm going to focus on my plan, show some self-discipline, and take my time until I really get to that point and got it like that. And then I could really show off a little bit more and buy more finer things that I desire. These dudes want everybody to think they own. Nah, nigga, I'm that nigga in the projects in dirty clothes, nigga, for 3-4 days. Only thing I'm doing is bird bathing up in the smoker house, nigga. You know, out there pulling all-nighters and shit. I come from that, and niggas like, damn, females that don't know, like, damn, that nigga nasty, damn, that nigga used to be fly and this and that. But the real hustler used to be like, nigga, I see you getting to it. You understand what I'm saying? So some people be able to recognize it, but a lot of that shit be a facade, man. People trying to keep up with the Joneses. And that's kind of fucked up that mentality is stuck in us because it's how we view ourselves. We're only being viewed by what we got financially. And at that time, man, we ain't no written book. You know what I'm saying? Even when I'm on, I ain't gonna be a written book.
Hey, dude, Sims, real quick, we got a super chat in the chat, man.
Hey, bro, my bad.
Oh, it's all good. We got All Things Poppin' TV. He says, or this person says, one day CS2 was on Clubhouse 3-4 years ago with Karen Silva and Joner Lucas. CS2 aimed how him and her do this and how they finesse radio stations. Well, All Things Poppin' TV, everything in that industry to a high degree is a finesse. You rarely have real authentic individuals, and the ones that are, they are shadowed and probably shadow banned by the fuck shit. But salute to you. Thank you for that comment. Those who understand and those who don't, we will elaborate even in depth. But appreciate you for the $5 super chat. Bless you and your family, man, for Damu Kiwe conversations.
Yeah, that's real talk, bro. Let's get back into it. She really going in, bro. This was 2 hours, bro. We still got 40 minutes. I don't know if we can get through all this, but we gonna do it.
But once they put it on their neck,
show
kid,
some love, share this.
The world, they believe it's real.
Comment.
The judge, Mr. Jones, you may be getting off point. Mr. Silberman, go ahead. Mr. Silberman, Mr. Jones, I do appreciate that. I can see some indication of what you are saying with Mr. Taylor's income and outflow. As far as I can see, and mostly as far as I can see through Fifth Amendment bank records that I have. So my question, though, is there any way for you to provide the breakdown for us of what you took on behalf of Mr. Taylor? You are the only receptacle. Your Fifth Amendment is the only receptacle as far as I can tell. Wack. I can show you. I can prove I could provide you what I paid him. See here, this is the real thing, Your Honor. This is me talking. What is going on? Mr. Silverman, you took in money. You took in money for E1 or Wack. Definitely. I have a contract with E1 for 11 years now. I also have a Death Row soundtrack contract with E1. I have artist Ray J. I have an album deal I just turned in 3 weeks ago with E1. I did a sexy project with Ray J in 2007 with E1.
Hold on.
They were Cash
right
Records.
there.
I have.
So he's lying on the stand. I can guarantee you that he's lying on the stand. He talking about I'd had the Sexy Can I project with E1 with Ray J. That's a motherfucking lie. Let me stop cursing so much, but that's a motherfucking lie. I interviewed Mark Stevens, CEO, co-CEO of Deja 34, who was this co-CEO and Shaquille O'Neal's business partner. And he told me about this story. Y'all can go see it online at Active Chuck. That when Sexy Can I came out, that was up under their company, right? Deja 34. At that time, Cash Jones was only hired as a security guard for Ray J. After that contract was over, Ray J kept him on in this capacity as a manager or broker or whatever. Maybe they got close when they would he was doing security for him or whatever. They both claimed power rule. That's one of the reasons Mark Steven put him with him. Cash Jones is so cutthroat. After that deal was over, Cash went to the E1 building and tried to collect royalties for Sexy Can I as if it was his record. Just like he lying on the stand right now saying that he did that project with Ray J. Nigga, you was the security guard, nigga. The fuck you mean? This nigga can't even tell the truth while he on the stand. So he gonna lie, he gonna tell some truths. It get confusing, man. But that's a motherfucking lie on the stand. And we could bring the evidence to prove that. Let's go. Salute to the chat. Everybody hit that like. Let's get back into the content.
I have 4 deals with E1. I control the Death Row catalog with E1. I broke.
He's lying about that also. Let's go. How the fuck you controlling the Death Row catalog?
Broker to sell them the Death Row catalog from Death Row Records to E1. What are we reading? Oh,
I think y'all do know that when with the relaunch of Death Row with Snoop Dogg and as it is today, that they relaunched NFTs, re-released music, the Chronic, and all of this online because they had took it all down while it was going through all of that stuff. So how come he ain't talking about he getting paid off of that if he control the Death Row catalog? Cat.
I think we should stop now. I think we should stop now, guys.
Hey, hold on. Let's pause this real quick.
He says, no, keep.
R&B, I see your buff ass down there, girl. Come on up. I know you probably got that little short nigga with the grandma booty on his back down there with you. Come on up, girl. You know I ain't gonna disrespect you. You know what I'm saying, with your muscular ass. Guess that's what he into, though.
Hey, don't talk about me like that. This is what CS2 loves.
3-finger Wack. 3-finger CS2 back. You just getting nosy. All right, we'll get back into the content.
Don't talk about me like that, Sims.
Oh, you talk about R&B? That she don't sound like that. She just
I'm
looks
strong as
manly.
fuck. Shut up. I'm a strong black independent queen. Ha ha ha. Stop it. Ha ha ha.
Hey, they say that R&B and what's the name used to refer to CS2 back as Mr. Like in The Color Purple, right?
Oh, don't do that, oh, don't do that to my honey. Don't do that to CS2. Ha 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 ha. Don't do that. Ha ha ha.
Hey, it's cool. Hey, R&B, I try to invite you up. You the queen of the 100 side. You never disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? You is muscular. The truth can never be considered disrespect. You do look manly. That cheekbones.
Keep going.
But we get back to the content.
How you selling? This probably why him and Suge got beef because of this right here. How you got the rights to the Death Row catalog?
Right.
And how you selling it?
That's something else that we didn't say. First of all, E1 was bought up by Hasbro right after CS2 back was on the stand right here on this civil case, right? Hasbro obviously still owns catalogs. That's intellectual property, has equitable value. It's considered a mortgage by the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeal. So the same as real estate or any other property of value once registered, right? So they still have that value and still own the rights to that. But E1 doesn't even function as the independent. Well, it stopped being an independent. It became a mini major. After it started as Koch, it was an independent record label, and then it became a mini major, and that's when it started collecting and doing deals to build its catalog of intellectual property, which holds equitable value, right? But at this point, bro, E1 ain't even doing that. So, like, he keep talking about he doing business with E1, bro. E1 is in the business of toys. Hasbro is a $1 billion company, bro. They bought E1 for billions of dollars. Toys, cartoons, right? Entertainment still, but they don't really they fired everybody in their music division, bro. If y'all didn't know.
I do not wish to unalive myself. I have no desires to unalive at all. We all gonna get tapped on the freaking shoulder. I'm trying to tell you. Wait a minute. What did I just stumble on? Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Okay, let's continue. I just want to know, how do I broker to sell them the Death Row catalog from Death Row Records to E1. I have all of that. How do you have the right? I control the Death Row catalog with E1. How are you controlling the Death Row catalog?
And you're the broker. Don't make sense.
Oh, shoot, that's crazy. Now, what I'm saying is this. I'm in a situation now where I have to show my clients, man, he wanted 700,000. I only gave him 150. You know how, like, this is what you're asking me to do. I can show you what I paid this man. I can show you my contract, what I actually did with E1. When the royalties come in, they don't pay Mr. Taylor. E1 has never even talked to Mr. Taylor. Only thing they care about is that I delivered 12 clear songs, 2 that can be used as a single. Other than that, I have to, that within that budget, I have to pay for marketing. I have to pay for the studio time. You can spend $100,000 on studio time overnight. I got to a point, I went into the studio where he charged me $30,000 a year. I can show you that. I just paid the guy to where I send these different artists into work so I can save money so I can save some of that money. See, I told y'all, instead of spending 100, 200 grand a year. What I'm trying to get you to understand is I am just a broker guy. Now, if you want to talk about the game, I'm telling you real fast. Have I made some mortgage payments on the hard money deal in the last 12 months? Yes, I have. Why did I? Because I got a call that it wasn't paid. And the guy that did the hard money deal, they do what they want to do. The man couldn't qualify. He has $5 million judgment. He owes the IRS $3 million in taxes. It's all on his credit. He can't qualify for anything. That was a relationship I had. So listen, I get a guy 12 months. If he doesn't perform, hey, you bankrupt and you got a house. If he does, you guys continue to do business. I would do it as a friend. If anything goes wrong, I'll fill in the blank. Why fill in the blank? Because I want this guy to stay in trouble so I can keep getting this guy to work for me for pennies. And I'm saying this on record.
Everybody hit that like button. Stay active in the chat.
I'm speechless right now. You want me to read it again? She said, wait, ring the bell a couple more times before you continue. I can't even ring the bell right. So basically, keep them in trouble and they stay in his. Yep. Same with Blue. Y'all see it, right?
I see there's a sidebar conversation in the chat. So I guess somebody's proclaiming to be Lil 600. And they might be. You shouldn't speculate like that, but I clear the record. It says Loud Gibbs, right? If he's 600, little homie, he for sure told on somebody. That's their initiation. Well, you're right. Lil 600, who live with 600, he say he don't fuck with rats. Who live with 600 did turn into a rat. Tell him to put that on 60. Lil 600 ain't no rat. I guarantee you he won't do it. I bet you another $3,000, nigga.
Damu Kiwe conversations. Nah, they ain't gonna do that, dudes.
Yes.
Hey,
I ain't losing. Hey, I ain't losing no more money to you niggas.
Hey, if you harboring rats, you's a buster.
You's a buster.
Yes, please read it again.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Can you reread that? Okay. I'm gonna reread that. All right. So we're gonna take it from here. So listen, get a guy 12 months. If he doesn't perform, hey, you bankrupt and you got a house. If he does, you guys continue to do business. I would do it as a friend. If anything goes wrong, I'll fill in the blank. Why fill in the blank?
Fact.
Because I want this guy to stay in trouble so I can keep getting this guy to work for me for pennies.
Did you hear that, Yael?
Way conversations. Hell yeah, I heard that. That nigga said he want that nigga to stay getting in trouble so he could keep basically getting paid off the nigga. Basically, the more he in trouble and he owns the assets and rights to all that man's music, he can finagle and finesse it how he want to do it, like he been doing it, bro. It's right there in your faces. People just don't want to see it.
Now let's say that there's speculation that it wasn't proven by us with paperwork and interviews of two people on the case that Wack 100 was arrested for conspiracy to murder by giving up Stutterbox address. Let's say he wasn't arrested for the guns when they raided his house. Let's say he wasn't arrested for conspiracy to extort Shaquille O'Neal and Mark Stevens. Let's assume all of that is wrong. It's just speculation, right? Giving him benefit of the doubt of an argument he really has no argument to, right? And you know that this is how he does business. He wants to see his artists in trouble and in need, desperate, so that he could get pennies on the dime. Who in a right mind would want to sign with Wack 100, Fifth Amendment, 100 EBT, or any of these entities that he represents? That shit is crazy, bro. Nigga, fuck the manager, his money in the account with him and his wife. Fuck that he ain't getting no publishing. This nigga understands that if he keep you down, that he can continue to rise up. Real crab in the bucket mentality, bro. He's not trying to blow nobody up. He's not trying to help you reach the highest heights as a man, to stand up and reach the highest heights. His intent from the beginning is to tear you down and keep you down up under him. They said, I think it's the art of war that you never outshine the sensei. And I think he's the sensei.
Real quick,
The phone broke up. I mean, your phone broke up a little, bro. Yeah. Can you hear me, Diamond? Diamond. Damn, nobody can hear me?
No, my mic was muted. I thought I was talking. I was like, damn, you can't hear me?
Yeah, you was muted up.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy, Most Scandalous Los Angeles TV. If y'all don't subscribe, go subscribe to that. Hit that motherfucking like button.
Salute, Most Scandalous.
Also, go subscribe to the Damu and Kiwe conversation page on YouTube, man. That's our backup page. We want to make sure while they over there reporting us and all of that, that we got a backup page to stay communicating with our supporters, man.
And I'm saying this on record. I don't want to say it, but I heard the judge.
What was
it
you
looks
saying,
like you're making this.
Let me start.
I was saying that we had got 2 new super chats. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, let me get down to that real quick. My bad, brother.
Nah, you good. We got All Things Poppin' TV with the $2 super chat. With already knew he was a broker. He was with broker. He was with 6ix9ine/Kodak. Then you got Zenobia Akabu. Salute Damu and Kiwe conversations for standing on integrity. Then we got Surgeon TRAV with the $2.99 super chat. Salute everybody who just blessed and donated and supported the whole movement. You are a valid supporter. We appreciate everything that you're saying. Blessings to you and your family. The team appreciates you. Most definitely, Damu Kiwe Conversations appreciate you with the utmost respect. And yes, we see that CS2 Back has been dealing with these individuals. He's a COINTEL pro and he's a pro at what he does. But appreciate you guys, man. Bless you. Do Sims, you got something to elaborate on that?
Yeah, Zenobia, I love your support. I've been told you to hit me up. Get in my DM on Instagram or Facebook, Lamonte Sims or @ActiveChucks, as well as everybody else who sent this on one condition. I'm gonna be sending all of you guys a box of United Color wraps. I don't know if you smoke, if your man smoke, or if your girl smoke. But I do want you to take a picture once you receive it, and pictures. Take a short video and shout out United Color Wraps and send it to me or tag me. You know what I'm saying? But get in my DM, everybody who sent a super chat today, and we're gonna make sure that we get each one of y'all a box of United Color Wraps. Soon as I get your address and PO box to send it, the sooner you'll get it. And I'm gonna be on you if I don't get the video of you taking a picture with the United Color Wraps. Let's get to the content. But thank y'all. We really appreciate the support, and we want to support y'all back.
Seem as if we are keeping things from you. I just felt like my bank records are not in question. I got a lot of people's information in there. Again, I can pull it up on my phone. I just got $500,000 wire last week from Universal. Game was never signed to Universal Cash in his life. If you look at my statement, it's going to say $125,000 for artist Blueface. Then it will say another $280,000 sent to Cash Money Records, which is Birdman, CEO Cash Money. I mean, I make pennies off the deal. I make 50 to 60 grand off the deal. But I got a VP spot now at Cash Money. That's going to pay me $30,000 salary. Everything I do for a reason or position. And that's what's going on. And you can send your hour, you can send your specialist, whoever you want to send. And everything I'm telling you is what they're going to see. Now, y'all done heard it on record. Y'all done heard it on record for yourselves. He brokered a deal for Blueface. Absolutely. Yeah. Exactly, Kristen. It's all falling into.
Look at this. Shaz, salute. Shaz say, Do Sims, he set up Game with the lady. He wants all Game publishing rights and his catalog. The little bit he does own. Bro, he does hang with Haitian Jack. That sound like a page of what Haitian Jack was trying to do when him and what was the boy name that was managing Game at first? The New York boy turned out to be an informant, another federal informant in jail right now. Jimmy Henchman. We're trying to get Tupac to sign with them. That's why he gave Tupac his first Rolex. That's why they was whining and dining and walking him around the city of New York, showing him that love. And when he didn't do it, allegedly, Tupac was set up with a broad that they knew who gave him head on the dance floor and then went back to the hotel and then ran out the hotel saying Tupac raped her, even though at court in the trial she's saying that he didn't rape her. She's saying that it was allegedly Haitian Jack and his friends who raped her while Tupac was allegedly asleep. You know what I'm saying? People want to see you desperate. So when you desperate, they can take advantage of that desperation and get you, like he said, for pennies on the dime, pennies on the dollar. Let's get back to the content. Nasty work.
Place now. Matter of fact, I still have that. Let's look at that. I still have it. Now it all makes sense, right? I was his manager when he first started because we had a meeting about staying independent. And I had him protected from the real thieves in the business, shaking my head, LMAO. The music business tells him I'm stealing from him because they want what I have, which is all the rights and masters, LMMAO. I'm around now because my son knows and realized who the real thieves are.
Mm.
This shit is crazy, bro. I don't know. I'm with Diamond. I understand the young lady did her extensive journalism. I'm not even questioning that. It's just the fact, bro. Hearing this shit and then seeing it, and then other people that don't even know us, that probably heard content, that's probably doing their own investigation, that's elaborating like this. Just a damn shame, homie.
Didn't I tell y'all I had?
Hey, real quick. One said, "Hey, Deuce, I ain't got no Insta, man. I try and get to you in another way. Hey, do you got an email address? If you got an email address, you can email me at activechucks@gmail.com. In fact, I'm going to put it in the chat and let me know it's you, bro. And we got you. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to the content. But I want to make sure I get you that, bro. I need my video though. Shout out United Colored Raps.
Something for y'all. Now, let's get back to the court docs. Mr. Silberman, Mr. Jones, have you ever worked with individuals that represent Mr. Taylor and his financial dealings? By that, I mean, and specifically, I'm speaking of Cole Harris, an individual named Cole Harris, a company named Capital Stone Holdings, and then again, his accountant, Peter Stephen, and the Stephen accounting firm. Have you dealt with any financial professionals providing information to them from Mr. Taylor? Wack. I know Cole Harris. Cole Harris paid us 30 grand to make him popular in Hollywood. He was a white dude who had more money than all the rest and couldn't get in. Had to stand in line. So maybe 3-4 years ago, he paid us 30 grand. We started taking him in, hanging out, once VIP. Now he's cool. I know Cole Harris. Once again, when the hard money deal came up, it was brought to my attention because I thought Game owned the house. And it was Cole Harris's house for the whole 3 years. So Cole tells me, hey, he's going through something with his wife or whatever what he had going on. He had to move. So once again, I made money off the hard money deal as well, for the record. Anything I do, it's to make some money. So what did I do? Cole asked, go talk to those people down there. They're giving you details on what's going on. The tax people are the ones that lied to me at that point in time. He had like $1.7 or $8 million in taxes due. So when I went and talked to my guy, I have to tell him this information so he knows what he's getting himself into, because I never know. I'm going to need him for myself. So he knew what he was getting himself into. I was able to tell these things.
Drop that link.
He didn't want to see the documents.
The
it was the game. Cool. Chat. You're going to back it. This what it's going to be. I will give him 12 months. He charged some crazy interest rate, 19%, something that's unheard of. The tour he did it. Only thing I made 3 or 4 payments. The majority, the last couple of payments, I guess I don't know. He hasn't been working. He's broke. Last he told me, I don't know. I haven't seen his bank statements. He said he had 30 or 40 grand in the bank, whatever that meant. I do notice, I ran into his children's mother, and they're unhappy because life changed for them, so on and so forth. But yes, I've talked to Cole. I've known Cole on a personal level, and he's been in my home. I've been to his home. We've helped the guy get popular in Hollywood. That's the nature of the relationship I have. Mr. Silverman, what about Mr. Steffen? I noticed that Mr. Steffen's law firm or accounting firm prepared the profit and loss statement for JTT Holdings that were given to the lender for the real estate transaction at the mortgage. Did you know Mr. Steffen's firm was preparing accounting statements for JTT Holding? Wack, this individual, that whole thing was Cole. Just throw all the shady people under the bus with you. Jeez Louise. Cole, that was his situation because it's another guy that dug somebody, Cole's other friend. When Game was living in that home, when we all thought it was his home, it was their home. And he was a renter, like really believed it was the man's home. But after, I guess, 3 or 4 years after they all been in there, I don't know what their arrangement was. They had to get that property out of their financial profile. So I got that whole financial circle that was created by Cole. And Game and Cole fell out. They weren't talking for whatever reason. I saw a situation where I'm going to make a quick 40 to 50 grand on some broker fees on the side, and I put a deal together. They weren't hired by me. No, they wasn't. My tax guy is Steve, whatever his last name is, who asked me and could use my guy. I guess they were charging him whatever they was charging him. My guy gives me a flat rate, and whatever he's been doing, they've been doing. Whatever they've been doing. But I know them. Yes. Were they obtained, hired by me? No. So every time they ask him a question, he got to tell everybody business. This man don't know how to keep his mouth shut, clearly, not even in a court of law.
Hey,
like, you don't notice the lady over there.
It ain't funny what she's saying. I mean, it's obvious this dude got diarrhea in the mouth, and he's always telling everybody else's business like he's a real chatty patty, right? But when a woman is telling you that you a chatty patty, that's hilarious. Real quick, they said, and didn't Wack work for Suge at one point? No, Wack never worked for Suge. Wack worked for Reggie Wright Jr. Suge wouldn't put Wack100 on, but the police, the one that put Wack100 on, Right Way Security, that was his position. Ask him about that. Let's go. Nasty work.
A little typewriter, just a clickety
conversation.
See, the thing is, I think it was thought that nobody is ever gonna pull the transcript.
Nah,
I don't think he ever thought that anybody would ever pull the transcript.
I just didn't know it was in what. Hey, Diamond.
You noticed that?
Let me ask you this, Diamond. Cause you've been real quiet over there, brother, and I'm uncomfortable. You making me uncomfortable. Hey, Diamond.
I'm right here, my nigga.
hey, what was the sister name, man? We called the courts. We called several courts, tracking down the courtrooms, the judge's name. What was the sister name, man? I texted you.
Let me see. You did text it to me. Let me see, man.
Because she said, you gonna call back? What's your name? She was Indian. She said, my daddy Indian. Because I was like, I never heard that name before. Where'd that name come from? She's like, oh, my daddy Indian. I'm like, what tribe? And she was like, one of the tribes. I can't remember which one. I was amazed at her voice. You know what I'm saying? And I said, well, yeah, well, at least you know that we was here before the Mayflower. Kaliska, right? Diamond said, so she said, all right, so once you do that, call me back and I'm going to get you the transcript. I said, all right. Well, she like, what's your name? I said, Lamante. She said, okay. So we get off the phone. Soon we get off the phone, Diamond like, I hate you.
Hey, Yael. You hear this dude, man?
Hey, what you say? Hey, what you
Hey,
say,
can
Donnie?
you believe this dude, man?
Man, listen.
Damu
Macaroni.
Kiwe
Hey,
conversation.
listen, the old nigga still got it, man. I could pop my corn, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, we hear
Macaroni.
you. We motherfucking hear you.
We gonna get into the content, but now, sister, you wasn't the only one that was trying to get the transcripts. We definitely was on it for the last 3 days, and it was crazy. You dropped last night, but salute to you, great journalistic research. And
Man, beautiful job, bro.
Hennessy, Hennessy. Let's go.
No, he's not saying this to get game out of something. He's saying this to get himself out of something. No, it's not even a deposition. He's not even under oath. He's just talking in court.
Something about that courtroom
He's
that
just
just make him
talking.
just run his mouth, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Mr. Silverman asks, so would you be willing to provide an accounting statement to show all of the income that you received on behalf of Mr. Taylor since January 1, 2014, and all expenses being paid to or for Mr. Taylor during that time frame? Wack, you said income I received from Mr. Taylor. Mr. Taylor don't pay me nothing. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I don't work. I have more money, more assets, more everything than Mr. Taylor. If you're asking me, do you want me to show you some paperwork where I have done a deal, that say with E1 for $1 million and maybe only paid this guy 400,000 of it? I definitely give you that. Yo, this is like, who's still doing business with him? This is why people can't get from underneath him.
We got a comment in the chat I want to get into, right? They say CS2 snitched on Haitian Jack, saying that Jack lies and don't talk about his real crimes that he knows are true on interviews so that he can get his visa so he can return to America. All things popping. CS2 definitely is a snitch, and he was definitely speaking on this man business, straight bitch shit, which could hinder whatever he trying to do as far as get money outside. But as far as somebody said, didn't Haitian Jack snitch? I don't know, bro. I met Haitian Jack in jail, and I pressed up on him about that Tupac shit. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't believe me? I'll bring my crime on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas be worshiping niggas like they really wolves. But, you know, it's really wolves that be when the real wolves come around. He was a real laid-back dude. He didn't seem scary. He maintained his composure and all that. But I'm like, he bragging. He's real flashy and shit. Heard he was light-skinned, stocky with a Haitian accent. Jury fast cars, and he known for flashing. We in San Bernardino, CDCR. He had some kind of shooting or something in Beverly Hills. He was saying something, but he talking about it. We in the home tank, and he talking about, yeah, man, I know the magazines is probably talking about me. And I'm like, fuck this nigga talking about the newspaper articles and, you know what I'm saying, I always got my name and this and this and this and that. I'm like, bro, who is you? Where you from? He's like, I'm Jack. I'm like, Jack? Like, Jack from where? From Brooklyn. So it's not ring my name or whatever. He said, a lot of people call me Haitian Jack. I said, Haitian Jack? Like, nigga, what's up with you and that, my boy Pop? No, I said, what's up with you and the homie Pop? You know what I'm saying? He like, Pop said you's a snitch, my nigga. What's up with that? And he get to telling me the whole story and how much he loved Pac. He gave him his first Rolex, very, very respectable and all of that. And I'm not gonna go into what he told me because he could have been lying to me. He could have been telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna be on here incriminating nobody. But we got to talking. He ended up giving me his phone number, which was a 310 number at the time. You know what I'm saying? He said I didn't have no paperwork to press up on him and stand on nothing. So really, I'm looking like a goofy at the end of the day, pressing about a nigga that I didn't know, really on some Cali West Coast shit. You know what I'm saying? And he had just came from the LA County Jail to San Bernardino County Jail. But yeah, man, I met Haitian Jack. That was my experience with him. I haven't seen no paperwork on him. I did just hear one of the YouTubers, because Pac never provided no paperwork. And I don't just go on motherfuckers' words. You know what I'm saying? People use that term loosely. But they did just say that the detective said that he gave him his enemy's phone number. He was afraid he was going to get deported, and as in return, he asked him for a dude's phone number who happened to be Haitian Jack's, a dude Haitian Jack was beefing with at the time, and he cooperated with law enforcement and gave his foe's number to him, knowing the police probably finna tap his phone, track him down, whatever. You help further their investigation and police work. So to me, that's rat shit. So with that, yeah.
You seem to run into a whole lot of motherfuckers that be wanting you to get on the phone and shit, huh?
Hey, they want that nigga. They want him to get on the phone so they can do this.
No, Jack was living in Beverly Hills. The address, he gave me a 310 phone number and a Beverly Hills address, bro. Like,
hey,
yeah.
that nigga 600 say, Chuck, I'm trying to call you.
Hey,
I'm sitting in the sauna talking to you, man.
Yeah, man, that nigga sitting in the sauna with his man boobs out, talking about I'm gonna call you. Hey, Chuck, I'm calling you now, bro. It's Active Chucks. That's a company. Active Chucks Entertainment, Active Chuck Charitable Org, a 501c3 charitable organization, a corporate structure, 501 tax exempt entity, right? This nigga Chuck. Oh, see, I don't fuck with no. Hey, Yael, I need you in on this one. Hey, 600.
What up?
Why you talking about you ain't fucking with no cut and pasters, my nigga? What's up with that?
Hey, listen. I try to tell you. Hey, listen, dude. You niggas, y'all finally got your tomahawk steaks, which is, I get it. You full, your belly's full. You know what I'm saying? Your belly's full. You know, with tomahawks. Accounted on my boss.
Well, what's up with this with Lil 600 being a rat and he was living with you? Ain't that harder than a rat?
I mean, I'm saying he's a custer number 2, like me. I mean, like you. I mean, you know, I'm confused because there's a lot of custerism going on. Custerism.
Right. And knowing after hearing all of this, Christopher Love, boy, I need you to tell me, how do you believe that Wack100 is worth $200 million and that he then signed you and gave you a $1 million deal with Cash Money West? I mean,
it's like this. Hold on, let me elaborate on that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like this. He told on 200 million people. I mean, speculating. Hey, hold on. Hey, chill out, homie. On 6-0, chill out. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you this. You know, he might have told on more, but I don't know. The score has not been settled. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's COINTELPRO activities. You know, reactivities, goofology type shit. You know, and that's what we on. You know, we exposing the exposers, but we getting exposed too, because we the biggest custers and busters on the internet.
Right. But you still feel comfortable getting greased up doing business with CS2 back, huh?
Of course, you know, You know, that's how CS2 back would say, abortion. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Roo.
That nigga said abortion. He wanted to be a super blood so bad. Oh, nigga on Peru, nigga abortion. I'm with the nigga. Shut your ass.
Hey, the nigga had our mouth in his motherfucking, our name in his mouth last night. I ain't even hear all of it, just some of it. Then he just sent this buff bitch up in here. So, well, I ain't gonna call her a bitch. This buff woman.
I told you already. Don't do that. Don't do that, Joseph. And your friend Diamond and Yael. Don't do that. I'm a sexy queen. Yeah. I'm a sexy queen. Leave my babe alone, CS2. Leave him alone. He's doing what a real civilian supporter is supposed to do. You know? That's what his... Hey, 137? Yeah, I'm strong. I'm a strong one.
Hey, shout out to the brother Shad or said brother Diamond. Reggie taught CS2 well. That's how Reggie swindled Suge allegedly.
Mr. Swindle.
Ain't no allegedly. He swindled Suge. He definitely swindled Suge. You want to speak on that real quick?
Oh man, shit. Hey, it's out the same playbook, homie. It's out the same playbook. Keep a motherfucker down where a motherfucker in a bad position where they need your assistance, need your help, and fuck them for everything that you can. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Nasty work. Let's finish this. We got about 15 more minutes, man. And then I'm going to let Diamond and Kyle take this out.
This is downright diabolical. You get $1 million deal and give somebody 400,000 out of that. Man, listen. But again, that's money that E1 paid me. Nothing going to Mr. Taylor. That Mr. Taylor turns around and kicks me back a paycheck. No, I pay Mr. Taylor. Mr. Taylor doesn't pay me. I'm trying to get you to understand this. I don't think nobody works for Mr. Taylor.
Damn.
I don't think nobody works for Mr. Taylor. Mr. Silberman, that's not what I said. What I'm saying is income that you received on behalf of him, income that you received because of something he did. Write a song, produce a record, play a concert or a tour, any income that you received into Fifth Amendment that was generated because of Mr. Taylor's efforts. Wack, listen, what I'm trying, the court, let me, Wack, I understand, the court, I think I know what Mr. Jones is saying. The contract is not with this. The contract is not with, this is what Mr. Jones is saying. Excuse me, and I'm not vouching for Mr. Jones. I'm just trying to translate for you what Mr. Jones is saying. The contract between E1 and Mr. Jones is, it's basically Taylor is subcontractor for Jones. So Jones is the contractor. Taylor is the subcontractor. So the money that E1 pays to Jones is not Taylor's money. It's Jones's money. Then Jones makes good on subcontractor arrangement by sending Taylor money. Is that what you're saying? Wack, exactly what I'm saying. The judge, okay. Now, the reason why Mr. Silberman may be skeptical of this is there is more to the arrangement than that because you're repaying his mortgage. You're paying his mortgage. You're paying his car payments. You're paying his legal fees. So that makes Mr. Silberman suspect that, well, really, it's not a subcontractor type of relationship. It's really...
Look what the sister Zenobia Akabu said. A broker, aka a slave trader. Fact.
Exactly.
Plantation house nigga. All of these things run neck and neck. Same kind of behavior for Massa. That's probably why he's trying to buck break Big U publicly for Massa to show that one of the strongest on the plantation ain't shit, right?
You are conducting that. It's really E1 and Taylor, and the money is being funneled through you. And then you give Mr. Taylor an allowance and you pay his expenses. So it's really Taylor's money, not your money. And that's exactly how it's coming off. And the way these businesses are set up. Why do you have a business, JTT Holdings, with him on it? Anyway, Wack, if that was the case, it would be an every month thing. It only happens when it needs to happen. As far as I am real, I want to get in trouble today because I want to know what. He may come to me and say, man, my son needs some braces. It's 10,000. I don't have it. Can you take care of it for me? That 10 grand might make me another 50 grand. I'm going to purposefully go out and find somebody. Hey, you want the game? Okay, listen, 3,500. Let's go. And I'm going to say, hey, game, for that, what I did for your son, the braces.
Bro, don't you understand? See, I don't know about y'all. That's why we make sure we got the receipts and all of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And on Clubhouse, hold up 1 second on Clubhouse. I gotta make a call, see if I can catch my my co-defendant real quick, right? And he's questioning. You press Haitian Jack, bro. That sounds amazingly crazy. Are you crazy? Let's go. We finna see if
1 second. We got a super chat, a real big super chat from Incline with the $49.99. Keep up the good work, brothers. Amount of salutes, Yael, Do Sims, and the whole Damu Kiwe conversation team with Diamond. Man, listen, Incline, this is a real good brother. Real good brother. Stand up, man. I know this individual. Blessings to you and your family. Blessings to everybody who supports and gives from their heart, man. Genuinely. We don't ask for it. You guys just blesses us and we appreciate it, man. Thank you from the whole Damu Kiwe conversation team.
Thank you.
Y'all lucky Nino ain't on here, but to the brother Brian Henderson, maybe I'll take that as a compliment. Maybe you believe what I'm saying, but you just didn't see how I conduct myself today and never see me in that type of light. So, but I'm going to bring Nino Brim on to Damu Kiwe Conversations to tell that story. Dead homies, nigga. Fuck I look like. We don't lie, bro. I look like one of these suckers lying up on what really happened, my nigga.
You need to do this verse. And he's going to do the verse. And I'm going to take that verse and I'm going to go back and get my 35 grand. I recouped my 10 and just made 2,500 off of. He flipping people in deals like he flipping dope. He is flipping people and deals like he is flipping dope.
That's better than dope.
I've been telling y'all this. That's why he can't stand her. I've been telling y'all that. He's flipping his money more than flipping his money. Just so y'all know, I'm going to back up off of Wack for a long time after this. So don't ask me nothing. I was going to do something else. I ain't doing Wack for a long time. All right. Now, if he wants to talk to the financial people that put together the loan, Traverse Wilson, you want to see some paperwork? He needs to. He will tell you. That loan got done because of my relationship and me telling him, hey, listen, if he gets in trouble, call me. I'll get it done. Every time he was late and didn't pay, I got a smile on my face because you know what? For that 10 or 13 grand, whatever it is, I knew I can go and find a situation that may have made this guy 30 to 40 grand.
Lining them up.
My strong point is nobody trusts Mr. Taylor to do direct business with him. but they trust me to do direct business with. So if I go tell them, hey,
And
for
he-
this, I
and
can
he's
make this
somebody-
happen, they trust me because I'm the only guy that they feel like to get this guy to do anything. Now, why am I doing it? Because I just took care of a favor. I loaned the guy something, paid something. That's a third of the dollar amount. I'm about to pick up on this idea. The judge, okay, thank you, Mr. Silberman. None of this is in writing. You don't have any contracts. Wack. None. Never had one in life. No.
You're looking out, J-Boy.
I get it. So the contract is not with Blue and Wack. It's with Blue and Cash Money West. It ain't Wack100. It ain't Fifth Amendment. Like, it's not him personally. He personally, I'm picking up what he putting down. I don't have no contracts with nobody. Mr. Silberman, nothing. The judge, hold on. Mr. Silberman, you, the court, hold on. Just for the court reporter's sake, let's have Mr. Williams state the whole question. And then, Mr. Jones, if you can, please wait and then give your answer. Go ahead. Mr. Silberman, Your Honor, court, I'm sorry. Mr. Silberman, you said Mr. Jones. You said Mr. Williams. You mean Mr. Silberman? The court, yes, I mean Mr. Silberman. Mr. Silberman, okay, so Mr. Jones, so you said you represent many artists. Some of them I recognize the names of. They seem to be high-profile talent that you represent. And Mr. Taylor himself is a high-profile talent. And you're dealing with very large companies, record companies, touring companies, royalty payment companies. And yet you have nothing, none of this in writing. You have no contracts with any of these people. Wack. I just signed my first 2 management contracts 2 months ago. Artist Blueface, artist Civi Third. So now, wait a minute, hold on. Let's wait before we jump to conclusions. I tell you why I signed them. In order for me to get Cash Money Records, who's been around for 32 years, to get me a platform to call Cash Money West in California, I pointed out to them, you have Nicki, Wayne, and Drake, to where you make no money on the management side of these big artists who get millions of dollars per show. I said, every artist that I will sign, I will do a management contract with the artist under Fifth Amendment. And then I will come do, give Cash Money a percentage of my management contract based upon that they give me my deal. I have never had, even with Ray J, and I have been doing business with him since 2006. I have never had any management paperwork, nothing with none of those artists. My first 2, and I'm 41 years old, been in this game for a long time. Just happened 60 days ago, and I can provide those contracts. So,
hey, hold up. We was talking about we running Henny content. The girl Henny is in the chat. Wack snitches on himself, and we really supposed to believe he don't snitch on other people. Now we don't. We been knew he snitched. We exposed CS2 back paperwork, nasty work all the way around. Definitely with you, Pop LQ. Salute. Let me see if I could drop this link for you, because you could expound on that. We definitely want to welcome you to our platform. If you would agree to that, this is your content that we reacting to, and maybe people got questions for you. You know what I'm saying?
Big respect to her. Big respect to that sister.
I dropped the link in the chat, sister. You can definitely grab the link, and we can end the rest of this because he does come back. After this was the end of him on the stand, but Wack loves to talk, especially on the stand. He was very comfortable and all of that. So he came back. You know what I'm saying? They talked about him a little bit.
He left the courtroom, got to the car, and said, "Hold on, I got a little bit more to say."
He like, hold up, I got some more information because I'm a confidential. I'm a confidential source. 130.
Oh,
Hey, What
Hey,
you mean?
look.
I'm a bomb credential. Hey,
Here
listen, homie.
goes the girl Hennessay is in the building. Salute, Queen. Salute.
Man, salute,
What's
Hennessy,
popping,
salute.
y'all?
Welcome to
You,
Damu Kiwe
Thank you.
Conversations.
Thank you.
For sure.
you know,
I appreciate y'all. I mean, I've
no,
watched
we
y'all a couple of
appreciate you.
times.
Oh, is that right? We would have never known. But I can tell you this. I woke up this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. I get a
3
phone.
o'clock, 3 o'clock out here in Cali.
Yeah, 3 o'clock out in Cali. I get a call from Diamond, right? Diamond, man, you gotta read this girl, Flame Wack 100 red ass up. This and that. She got the transcripts. We've been trying to get the transcript for the last 3 days. She got
Ah,
the transcript. I
So
ain't been asleep. Go ahead, Diamond. Tell her what happened so she can see how.
Man, I was on YouTube doing a little research and stuff, and I had been checking out your page before seeing your content and stuff because I see that you have a lot of love for Krishan Rock. So it popped up your story on Wack and what was going on with the house and everything, and this is something we just ran a story on that, you know. And I was like, oh man, she got everything all the stuff that we was looking for. Cause see, we wasn't aware that it was up out of Chicago. We was
yeah.
looking at California,
Santa Monica.
in Santa Monica, because the new judgment where she's trying to collect the house is out here in California, and she filed it through Santa Monica.
See, well, we knew to look there because I already reported on the original case 3 months ago.
Okay.
So,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like been following this up a little bit. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like I drag Wack any chance I could get. So I
Hey,
don't like
when
him.
when
I
this
call
is
him
when
three
this is
finger
over,
duty shooter.
we
I
gonna
don't like
share some
him.
shit with you. When this is over, we gonna share some shit with you.
I
Okay.
want to let me elaborate to you real quick, Henny. This is a platform, and this is very respectfully, right? It's not just about the CS2 back because we don't call him Wack over here. We call him
Okay,
CS2
got
back
you.
137 confidential source. All right. Well, however you want to throw that out there, Henny, that's what we do. Do Sims, myself, Diamond, and the whole Damu Kiwe Conversations team. Salute Big U and Pablo LQ. Listen, we address that man in the such manner of characterism and the entitlement that he has, and that is a confidential source, 137. And we are very biased when it comes to right and wrong. So when you come
Absolutely.
over here, Henny, don't be drunk too bad. You feel me too much. Because the name itself got the content going crazy. Niggas is drunk off this content because it's hot. And we appreciate that. So Do Sims is always doing his due diligence along with Diamond and the whole team with only bringing receipts. And the fact that these transcripts are here, I have a question for you. How did you, Henny, obtain these receipts?
I have a team called the Henny PIs, and we
Okay.
sit down kind of like at a cyber round table, and we figure out where we're gonna go, and we go out and we go pulling, digging, hunting,
Shit.
searching. So
Hey,
salute to my Henny PIs. Like,
Shout out to the Henny PI.
Hey, salute to the Henny PIs.
hey,
now
hey,
I have
Henry.
a question.
Yeah,
Diamond, that wouldn't be Doggy Diamond, would it?
No, no,
no,
no, no,
no,
no.
no.
Okay,
This
so
Hey,
no offense, because I don't know everybody over here
hey,
like that. I was just
hey,
making sure, because I'm like, is
I'm
it?
I am the long range sniper. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay,
Big U came and tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Bro, come and destroy these niggas, man. Come and get these niggas, man. They want to play
gotcha,
games. We gonna play games." So he tapped motherfucker on the shoulder, and you know what I'm saying. That's my bro. You know what I'm
gotcha,
saying. Been knowing him and loving him for years. You know what I'm saying. That's my real bro. You know what I'm saying. So we went ahead and went to work on them. You know what I'm saying? Now they
gotcha.
silenced right now. As you see, they ain't been really running no content. They trying to, you know what I'm saying, lay low. But no, don't duck now. Don't duck now. We know how to
Right.
shoot under the car. We know how to shoot under the car. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Henny, just to bring you up to date, so make sure you familiar. Maybe you heard about CS2 back paying for some fake paperwork on me, right? And he talked to somebody who he said was Diamond from Bloodstone Villain, a blood, right? That was in jail, who broke my jaw in 3 places, and we sent him a CDCR 115 write-up, right? And we stated my old penitentiary number and all of that. Well, that's the Diamond. He's really a Crip, but he played like he was a blood because he knew that Whacking him was horny for content to smut me out. So we ended up getting him for $2,000, and that was Diamond right there.
Got you. Nice.
Not
Hey, hey, look. Big U liked it so much he threw another 1,800 on top of that. You know, hey, here you go, man. Hey, this
Hey,
shit right here was worth it. It was worth
get it
the
how you
fucking
live. I
line.
feel you. Get it how
Yeah,
you live.
not
Cause he's out
respectfully.
here running his mouth on everybody, but it's like you not clean.
Nah,
You're
man,
Nah,
not
you
clean.
that
You
dude is a
dirty.
piece
You
of shit.
dirty.
Yeah,
most
that dude is a
definitely.
piece of shit.
are you familiar with the Hip Hop Police CS2 back Hip Hop Police documentary of World Star?
Yes, I am.
Okay, yeah, that was me that did that. You know what I'm
Nice
saying?
work.
I appreciate it. And we'll talk to you off the camera because for legal reasons, I can't speak publicly about what's
Right.
going on. But I sent you an invite on Instagram. Please accept it. It's Active Chucks. I mean, an invite, a request on
Mhm.
Instagram is Active Chucks. But aside from this and Wack 100, I don't want this to be about him. I don't want this to be about even this content. I want to know about you. What got you in the podcasting? Where you from? Tell us a little bit more about yourself
So I'm from Yonkers, New York.
and
Um,
why.
and I don't know. I was always doing like I'm a spiritualist, so I was doing like my spiritual content or whatever. But it was like this whole Krishan Blueface circus act thing that's going on kind of pulled me in because I'm kind of like you. Like I want the truth. And I see there's a lot of lies that go out there. And as somebody who grew up in the hood, somebody who when I was younger, like I was out there in the street, I was rough and tough like she is. Like I was fighting. I didn't care. I didn't have a care in the world for nothing. So I saw a young lady that I felt like everybody's out here just picking on her for whatever she does. She can't do anything right. She can't do anything wrong. She's in this situation with this dude. It ain't the healthiest situation, but she's young. Like, give her a chance. So I decided to like, okay, I could take this content here and I could kind of put some real life context to it and humanize people in this situation. So I started blending my spiritual wording with the trending topics. And so as I got into it, I started realizing I like reading court docs. I like getting in people business and really getting down to what's real. So I do a blend of both of it.
That's what's up. That's definitely what's
And
up.
you know, hey, I'm gonna say this because, like I said, I've been checking out your channel and going over, you know what I'm saying, a lot of your content. And I saw when you had actually came face to face with her, and I could feel the love and the genuine care that you had for her, and I loved it. I loved it, and that's uh, when we was talking earlier, you know, we had a whole media team together, and was saying that everybody was saying, well, let's make sure we do a disclaimer because we haven't researched it, you know, the paperwork ourselves, you know, so for what we haven't researched ourselves, we're gonna put a disclaimer there. I said, bro, I said one thing, I got a damn good judgment of character, and I'm willing to bet on this. It's real. It's real because I see that she's a genuine sister. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I salute you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yeah, definitely. I'm not one of those people that's out here like clout chasing or any of that. And I mean, I understand for the protection of your platform, you have to do that. So I respect it. But I'm not going to jeopardize my platform or my reputation because I'm the face of my brand. So I don't want to be known as somebody who's out here giving fraudulent information or creating documents. And I know people do that, but these documents definitely come straight from the courts themselves. You know what I'm
Hey, and
saying?
I ain't gonna lie. We need the copy of them 82 pages.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely go get into the meat and the bone on the gristle. One of my boys, J Boy TV, said my dog 100. Y'all gotta cover the video she did about CS2 scamming the church and throwing Kimberly under the bus. What was up with that?
Man, listen. So y'all can go ahead and y'all can review that too, but I'll give you the gist of it. So Kimberly brought him into a deal with the church to purchase the church. And he brought somebody else in to help him, quote unquote, broker the deal. And when it came down to time for the church to get the loan, they gave, a certain amount of money up. And they they were like, okay, we gave you this money to secure that we're going to be able to go through with this loan. And at the last minute, he came in and was like, yo, make my wife and my son members of the board or I'm going to pull the deal.
Wow.
And the church refused.
Wow.
Damn, you got
he's
the devil trying to buy the church.
He don't believe in God. He adamantly been, because that's one of the only things he's been consistent with. And it's evident, like you could tell from his whole aura, how much everything he does centers around negativity, that he doesn't believe in a higher power. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And but to do that to the church, I mean, there is no ground or nothing that he won't do, huh? When it comes to this money.
He's got no foundation and no cap, no ceiling, no nothing to how low he'll go, and he has no limit to how far he'll go.
Yeah,
he'll do anything to take somebody down. And I'm sorry, just me personally, when I said what I said about if he snitches on himself, are we really supposed to believe he doesn't snitch on anybody else? Was for those people that want to still believe that he's not a snitch, that want to still support and think he's not telling. Like, come on, he's telling on himself. He's not even being subpoenaed to come into court. He's just going into these courtrooms. He did the same thing with the Keefe D trial. He just went up in there voluntarily, running his mouth.
Hey, Henny, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna find out where your taste is. I'm gonna make sure I expose you. You next. Oh,
and I'm gonna find out who
getting
you
exposed.
are, and I'm gonna expose you.
Nah, fuck that. Deuce Sims, Diamond, y'all got this motherfucker on payroll. I'm coming for you.
On payroll.
I'm gonna make you real uncomfortable. He coming for you, Andy. You better watch yourself. Take a shot for me. Oh, that nigga hot. He over there quiet as a rat house mouse. Rat ass nigga.
Well, I've been going at it with him for a minute, right? And one thing that I learned is you can't try to stop. It's like a code over there. You can't try to convince these dudes that he's a rat. I interviewed 2 dudes that was on the Main Street Mafia Crip case. I also had a dialogue back and forth with Greg Caden. Greg Caden, and I asked him specifically, can I get the Miranda rights waiver that he signed when he spoke with you on the 64th floor on the federal building on Wilshire? And that's published on my active chats. I screenshot it and put everything up on my YouTube. And he said, I don't think that'll be possible. I said, well, as a member of a citizen of the public, aren't we entitled to all public documents? And he said, not necessarily. So I said, the only way would be if it was confidential information, but even then, names could be redacted, et cetera, et cetera. Right. And he said, or unless it was an ongoing, the statement was pertaining to an ongoing murder investigation. So he specifically said, I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm saying it'll be hard for you to get it. So Wack100, all he would have to do to clear his name out of what Mark Stevens, Shaquille O'Neal, and Stutterbox are saying is to go get the statement, because you made the statement. You admit that you went and talked to these people on the 64th floor where you seen all FBI flapjackets.
Right.
Why won't you get everybody else paperwork?
Right.
Why
Why
can't
you
you
won't
go
get your own paperwork?
Because what he was talking about more than likely was the Biggie Small implicating probably Suge or somebody else in the Tupac or Biggie murder, because he was around death row at the later days, probably heard things. So he could have maybe corroborated what Reggie Wright's story was and Sharitha's story was, that which was Suge Knight ex-wife, her story. Reggie Wright Jr. took Suge Knight's wife while he was in jail to the FBI to say that she paid Poochie X amount of dollars for the murder and the hit on Biggie Smalls, implicating Suge Knight in that murder. So him being so close with Reggie Wright Jr., I mean, I'm just guessing on that one. But what I do know is that he was caught on the phone talking to Mark Stevens after running with Stutterbox, trying to extort Mark Stevens and Shaquille O'Neal. And they referred to him, who the person that called saying that Stutterbox told on him, saying that the phones was tapped. How would a sport agent like Mark Stevens, who was sports agent for Shaq and his business partner, sports agent for Ron Artest, sports agent for Pac-Man Jones, this is $1 million upstanding citizen in society, right? What does he benefit from lying about? And now, if I'm a square and somebody call and tell me, hey, your phone, the phones is compromised and somebody's snitching, blase, blah, I'm never gonna forget that feeling for the rest of my life or that call. Right? I'm gonna be shitting my pants, right? So he, and then on top of that, his lawyers told him that, because it was saying confidential source to back in the wiretaps. And he was like, man, I ain't talked to nobody name back. I don't know no back. And they said, nah, that's Cash Jones.
Right.
So he said, oh, that is Wack. So that confirmed that. So, and why would they be referring to you as confidential source on a call?
Right.
The initial page of the wiretap started with that call from Cash Jones after they raided Cash Jones' house. So,
real quick, we got a super chat. Let me read that. We got the Heartbreak Kid with the $4.99 super chat. Wack still didn't do nothing to Leroy Smith. Ha ha! You's a bitch. Hey, listen, nigga. Hey, listen, salute to the Heartbreak Kid, because I know that nigga heart is broken. Bitch ass nigga, you ain't gonna do nothing for your dead brother. You's a deadbeat ass nigga. You's a snitch. And you nigga, we don't respect nothing about you, homie. Your whole character is foul. Salute to the Heartbreak Kid for the $4.99 super chat. We appreciate you. Everything anybody brings to the table, to the Damu Kiwe conversation team. We appreciate you, love you, thank you, and blessings to you and your family.
Before she takes back off, right, Yael, can we get one more time? When he defected, when that brother defected.
Hey, Henny, I got to tell you like this. That brother CS2 is defected, just like his daddy. Bitch ass nigga.
Just like him.
Hey, listen. Hey, we appreciate you for coming in, dropping this hot ass content with these receipts, Henny. You are more than welcome to come to the platform. The door is open. As long as you standing on business and wisdom and truth, we honor and respect you, sweetheart. We appreciate you and thank you for dropping by and elaborating this content and fellowshipping with us. We appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all as well. And of course, y'all are welcome to use the content. I respect when other creators do the content right and don't try to be bogus about it. And y'all are upstanding. I know that. I see how y'all handle it. I appreciate you guys even sharing the content and having me up here. And I definitely will get with y'all behind the scenes anytime. And I appreciate it.
Yeah, we got a YouTube team, not just our YouTube, but we got a YouTube team that reacts to all of the content that we do or whatever. About 10 of us, Scandalous Los Angeles TV, shout out Smoked Out TV, shout out Dice TV, and a whole bunch of others. And we definitely need to do a collab. And now that you're on my radar, we definitely want to link them so that your voice can be heard a lot more. We definitely need a strong woman that's standing on truth and principles. And I believe that's who you are, just naturally. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much.
So yeah, salute to that. Remember, I sent you my request, active chat.
I will definitely get to you.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna send your ass a request too. This is Yael with the voiceovers. This is R&B. I'm CS Subak's lover. Don't talk about my honey. I'm coming for you, Hennessy. Shots.
Hey,
All
Henny.
right, y'all. Have a good night. Thank you.
All right,
All
you
right.
too. God bless. Yeah. Hey, man.
Man, that's a beautiful thing.
We appreciate that, Diamond, and then y'all can take us out, man. Let Diamond go, and then y'all you can have the
Hey,
last word.
the funniest thing, man, through all of this, I mean, he continuously shows the dirtbag piece of shit that he is. But the funniest thing in all of it, at the end, where he's sitting up and he talking about he gave his CDC number to the judge as his character reference, and then he said, "Yeah, and I wear sweatsuits for no reason, homie." And it really dawned on me, this dude want to be Big U.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's what came. No, bro. Remember, he told
Damn.
Hassan Campbell.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
He told Hassan Campbell, oh man, he ain't got no blower because all he do is wear sweats every day. He wears sweats every day because he worked with kids every day. You know what I'm saying? But all of a sudden, he gets in a courtroom in Chicago and he wears sweats every day now. This dude really want to be draws, man. And it's crazy, but that's a real infatuation that dude got with him. I don't understand it. But
well,
sucker
when you
shit ain't
understand
for
that
a
he
real
was
nigga to
touched,
understand.
you remember his uncle touched on him, right?
Yeah, and what was it? His auntie that was raping him when he was 7 years old, some shit.
No,
No, that
his
was his uncle, big
auntie.
dog.
He just said it was his auntie because he was embarrassed to admit that it was his uncle. His uncle got sent.
Oh,
His uncle got sent down south to Alabama. Was it Mississippi or Alabama? Yeah,
I believe it was Alabama.
Alabama. It was Alabama. I
yeah.
remember something about
Sent to
Alabama. Yeah.
Alabama when he got caught touching on Cash. Yael, we got a super chat.
Oh man, we got Dollar Man
Dollar
with the
Man.
Dollar Man with the 199. Real eyes, real lies, real lies. Hey, listen, that is a heavy and true statement, especially when you come with the spiritual discernment of understanding the person's characterism, the way they move in life, and the things that they do that fluctuates and that basically displays what they believe in. And that man believes in nothing. And we see through the lies and realize that this dude is nothing but a liar in the CS2 back. So we appreciate Dollar Man with the 199 super chat. Salute to you, brother. Support, being a supporter. We appreciate you. Bless you. Blessings to you and your family, man, from Damu Kiwe Conversations. Yeah.
Take us out, y'all.
Hey man, hey Deuce, this big you. Let me tell you something about this one nigga. Hey, let me tell you something about this one nigga, this CS2 character. You know, you got Diamond in here, right? We working together because we with the kids. You know, the Crenshaw district. Hey, salute Big U, man. Hey, not too much on Big U, but hey, listen, man. Well, one thing I gotta say about this team, man, especially with the YouTubers with Scanners Los Angeles and Smoked Out, Dice TV, and the plethora. We got Henny now. People standing on business and bringing out truth, and we would not be able to do that without people like them, and not just them. The whole team on Clubhouse. You know, Do Sims himself, Diamond, Papa LQ, Hot Girl, Dvomani, Big Messy from the Nouns, my big soldier, Taz, and everybody who supports, who's real supporters, man. This stuff, we make jokes, we laugh, we do all of that, but we want y'all to really understand we really mean the things that we say, and we live by a code of ethics. In life, it is a very serious thing to have cases and things put on you, like snitch allegations, even pedophile and rape allegations. All of this stuff is very imperative to your name, and having a good name out here in these streets is worth more than gold and silver. You know what I'm saying? And we defend nothing but truth. We don't come here to give you guys bullshit and hot smoke. The only hot smoke you should have is that top shelf uniting with United Color Raps. Other than that, we don't do the smoke and mirrors, and we ain't fake bigging it, fake kicking it.
Ain't doing no fake bicking it, my nigga.
No fake kicking it, nor selective politicking. So salute to everybody and the supporters on YouTube. You guys are a fucking lifeline yourselves. Appreciate you guys. I appreciate the men and women who support consistently and consecutively. Whatever you donate and give us, we appreciate you guys. It's from the bottom of our hearts, man. Thank you guys for tuning in to our lives, to our content, to YouTube, to Clubhouse. Salute to everybody on Clubhouse that times in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel, share this shit every time and every chance you get. Real quick, Deuce, before I go, I have a brother by the name of Eric Smith. He's incarcerated. I'm gonna talk to you about that. I'm gonna just say that. Free that young man, aka Baby Clues, man. You will not go unnoticed for standing and being a solid man and keeping your mouth closed. That truth will get exposed, because we are ETE. We expose those exposures. This has been a hot episode of Damu Kiwe Conversations.
Damu Kiwe Conversations. Damu Kiwe Conversations. Weird ass nigga. I know you been on my dick, nigga. You love my style, nigga. Deuce Sims, Brianna Marin, light up. Check us out. Hold on. Yeah, we got another super chat before we get off. Can't even play the song, the outside song, man. Oh, he gone. Shout out to Amanda Michelle. Thank you for the $20 super chat. I see you. Okay. It's two of y'all. Okay. I see you. Salute to y'all. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And at Active Chucks on Instagram. DM me, follow me, DM me. Let me know you Amanda. And we got some United Color Raps coming to you.
United Color Raps. United Color Raps.
What I say? United what?
No, you said it right. I'm just running it back.
Oh, man, it's been 3 hours. Hey, it's been 3 hours. But we gonna sing, huh?
3 beautiful hours.
3 beautiful hours. But we gonna take y'all out with this light up video. Salute to everybody. All true story, Damu Kiwe Conversations.